Blue Jays are still hanging on to first place, but just by a thread. Tennis's best and brightest are in Queens, New York. But the most important thing, football is back, baby. Hello and welcome back to The House That Happened, sponsored by Shoey's Bar and Grill, the only place to be in suburban Etobicoke. Voted 4 times the best dive bar in all the GTA. It's number 1 in our hearts, the Phoenix rising from the ashes. Hi, I'm Andrew Milani.
Hi, my name is Cruz, and guess what? I was inside Shoey's yesterday.
Whoa!
I thought Serge was going to be there, but he wasn't. I had beers in my hand. Let me tell the John Q. public, maybe I shouldn't say anything, Serge. There is great progress.
All right.
There is great progress. That's all I got to say, and that's a good thing. But what we should be shouting out first is, welcome to the Labor Day weekend.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? That means everybody gets an extra day off. I don't know what
Thank
that
God.
feels like everyone, because I forget sometimes Tuesday feels like Monday and Thursday feels a lot like Friday. It's good. I'm living good. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is.
For the rest of us, we need a well-deserved day off.
Any day you
For
don't
the people.
You know what I've learned the most about retirement is? Any day you get off, take it.
Yeah.
Take it. Any day you can get off, man. Life is short. Live
sure
it good.
is.
You know what I mean? I'm become a professional procrastinator, by the way, but that's another story.
Before we move on, please give us a like, please give us a comment, and please subscribe. It really helps us out. Before we get to our regular topics, it's time for our weekly shoutouts. Cruz, do you have any?
First and foremost, I would like to shout out to Mr. Tommy Fleetwood from England for winning the FedEx Cup. Like, I'm a big golf guy, you know it. I watch it incessantly, and I've cheered for Tommy Fleetwood so many weeks. So what it was, 160-some starts or 140 starts, never won on the PGA Tour, won on the DP Tour, won Dubai, which is the biggest prize in money in the world. People don't know that. If you win in Dubai, that purse is the biggest in the world. But in any event, not only to get that, he won the FedEx Cup, and the outpouring from the greats in the world just validated for me how much you're cheering for this guy. And you know what? He was the only guy that was in the top 5 of all 3 FedEx Cup playoffs, along with Scotty Scheffler. The only 3 guys that he was there. He's had, 30 top 15s, or is it 15 top 3s? Whatever. His record is impeccable. The only one thing about Tommy Fleetwood is a really cool guy. You know when you get to like guys in the golf course, when you watch some to me, like,
sure.
You don't want to watch Cantlay, the guy was against, because it takes him 3 days to putt. But Fleetwood's been a big fan favorite. You should have seen the pouring out from people all over, like you name it, from Tiger Woods to celebrity singers, whatever. It was really, really cool. But people remember this. He did win $10 million for that purse, right? But I want to remind you the great thing about golf is, and Tommy, I hope you win a whole bunch more. That's the name of the game because I really like him. He's one of my favorite golfers. But if he never won a tournament, just think of all those second places. Do you know how rich he is and he didn't even win a tournament? Do you know how rich he is? This is icing on the cake. Congratulations, Tommy Fleetwood.
So Scheffler didn't get it done, but is he still the golfer of the year?
Oh, yeah. He's more than that in my books. Hint, hint.
Okay. Well, I guess it's a little preview for the end of the year show.
Maybe.
Okay. Moving over to women's golf, Brooke Henderson, her Canadian girl, won the Canadian Open last weekend in Mississauga. Big shout out to her. Big congratulations.
Yeah, she's having a very good career, you know, and we don't really pay attention to it.
She's having a rough season, though, which is nice that she got this.
And she's been terrible in the big LPGA championship sits. I guess she got up for the Canadian thing. She's not having a terrible season, but she's not.
It's not great.
No. But check the purses. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You know what I mean? She's still having a good run. I'm so glad that she's Canadian because, you know, when you have that mantle of the Canadian champion, it's good that we don't have to wait till like 1954 or some shit like that.
Yeah, like with the men's a couple years ago.
Yes. Yeah.
This is a soccer story. Big shout out. Our boy Jonathan David scored the winner for Juventus in his debut with the team in a 2-0 victory over Parma.
Huge. Which is going to say, well, don't. Hey, this guy gets injured a bit. Knock wood. Okay, stay good till World Cup, buddy.
Yes, sir.
That's the main thing. But
because we just lost a good Canadian.
Yes, that's what I forgot.
While.
Yes, that's what I'm saying when I hear that. But hey, great intro.
Yeah,
great intro.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about getting a Juventus David jersey.
Ooh, I'll tell you the best place to get it from because I'm ordering my Marner shirt. Okay. I'm just letting you know.
Okay. Oh, I thought you were going to say it on the show. Any other shout-outs? That's it for me.
Okay, I
have one more, but...
Okay, first of all, we got to We got a shout out to the Mr. Corsi on College Football Game Day. I know you're not a college football guy. I think this guy was broadcasting games before I was born.
Oh, wow.
I know it was that long, but as long as I remember watching college football, this guy's been around.
Well, he's an old timer.
He definitely is. He's very funny, very informative, and I haven't heard anybody say any bad things about the guy. And if you should see the little clips, that's why I did College Game Day, the people that are shouting out to him when his retirement. Mm-hmm. Very cool guy, one of the best in the business, and not only that, very funny guy.
There we go. And last shout out for me, Alexandra, my sister. Happy birthday. We celebrated last night. Did some karaoke at her place after we left the Blue Jays game. We'll be celebrating as a family, going to dinner on Sunday.
Okay,
It'll be a lot of fun.
Okay, so that's the reason that Milani was late today. Okay, I got it totally. So you know what? He should have told me he could have come at 11. You know what I mean?
We're
it doesn't matter.
The night away.
I'm never concerned, but I love your name because it's part of my name. But very sincerely, I hope you have an amazing, happy birthday. Great, you went to the game last night. That was a shit game,
Yeah,
but
well,
it was a
we'll
good
get to
game,
that later. And now, so Alexandra's also going to be getting married in 2 weeks today.
Yes, it's only rock and roll, but I like it.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And that's a reminder to anybody that has not registered for the MCM 4th annual at Granite Ridge is also on September 13th.
There we go.
Just to let you know.
Busy day. Mitchell, I know you're listening to the show. Please have Alexandra listen to this part or else. I'm kidding. Anything else?
I just wanted to shout out to tomorrow is the 19th anniversary of the Pheasant Run football.
Oh, yes.
Annual draft. Just going to be looking forward because I know a lot of the boys listen to the show. They don't think I'm prepared. They always say the old man doesn't know what he's doing. Well, you're coming back to where it all started tomorrow, boys. I got the food, the beer, the snacks, the vibe material, everything that you need, and I'm going to kill it. Looking forward to it, 19th time.
Yeah, me and my buddies, the Morton Football League, will be drafting on Monday. I'm not sure if I'll have any, how'd you say, vibe?
Yeah, vibe-inducing.
Vibe-inducers. I'm not sure I'll be partaking during the draft. After, maybe.
Oh, I'll probably be full-blown by the time we start the whole thing. You know what I mean? That's just the way it's going to be. Starts at noon. I want to be sharp. My son, yeah, I got my notes in front of me. Just, you know what happens? You take the notes and you forget to follow them because weird shit happens. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, there's so much in your head. What are you going to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Anyways, we will keep this moving.
Just one thing because we're going to talk about the U.S. Open?
Yeah, we will.
Okay, I'll leave it for that.
We'll keep this moving and talk about Major League Baseball and our Toronto Blue Jays, who got some unfortunate news this week about reliever Jimmy Garcia out for the season. That leads into their problems about the bullpen, which has been front and center all this week.
Oh, unbelievable. And even though Schneider says I still have faith in Hoffman, but we've got another little...
I mean, you have to.
We got
what else do you got?
Okay, I agreed. However, the bottom line is... our offense has got to stay steady. And we had a couple of bumps in the road. It's not good that Varsho took one off the wrist.
Clement's day-to-day.
And we got a bullpen, and we talked about this in pre-production. I'm still we're 3 games up. I didn't like the way you opened when you said the Toronto Blue Jays are hanging on. We beat Milwaukee the next 2 games. We're good.
I agree.
Okay, so I'm not saying we're hanging on.
But it's a tough stretch coming up because we got Milwaukee, then we go into Cincinnati, into New York.
Got you. I mean, but they're
9 games in 10 days. That's a tough stretch.
Okay, I'm with you there. But I was saying even last week in a pre-production, I'm a little concerned. I think it's division or bust.
Agreed.
But this bullpen, come on, bro. If Hoffman's coming out in the 9th, what are you doing? I go upstairs and walk outside for a minute, check on the plants, come back. Oh, 2 outs, we're good. Oh, come back. Oh, game over. Damn.
I feel better with him than Little sometimes.
Oh, well, Little was a little shaky. You know what it is right now, too? I think the bullpen's a little bit in flux because how they use him during the day. So then I think Schneider gets a little tied up. Oh, this guy went here, this guy went here. Whose arm's warm? Who's going to get out there? All I'm saying about the bullpen is this. These guys have got to show up down the stretch or we're in huge trouble. Once again, Bieber pitched a pretty good game last night. I'm still not saying he's our number 1 playoff game starter yet. However, what did he do? He went 6, 5 2/3, gave up a solo shot.
Yeah.
And left the
man
man
on base. The hook for like another guy after that. But Little, that was all Little's fault.
Oh, no. He wet the bed. in a big way. You know what it is, too? And he hasn't pitched in, 3 days?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so some of the times I've seen these guys coming out when they don't pitch a few days, I'm thinking maybe they should come out like just pitch 20 pitches, 20 pitches, 20 pitches, because it seems when these guys go away for 2 or 3 days, they can't hit the plate. Rodriguez is the worst.
Yeah.
He takes 2 days off. That's going to take him 2 walks just to get going. And they got 2 walks on, and then we had a unfortunate bad play, like an error at the wrong time. You know, shit like that. That's just baseball over the course of the season. It happens. Bad night to do it because you were down to a great crowd last night.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't look like there was many empty seats in there last night. Everyone was roaring. Everyone was ready to go. The first, 5 innings were great, and then after that, it was just like the air being let out of the balloon.
Very slowly.
Yeah. I was like,
no, I would love to be there going into the 6th inning and no score. Because that crowd on a Friday night in Toronto, Blue Jay. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, no, you could hear it on the TV. So when I say you feel sometimes the crowd on the TV, last night was a feel 'em one. You know what 100%. I mean? Until Little came out.
Especially like Bieber, the reaction he got from the crowd when he came out, it was like it was pretty amazing.
That's good Toronto. He must have got a little shiver out of that. You know what I mean? First time pitching as a Blue Jay in the dome at home with the roof open.
Yep.
Wow, good night at the office.
Yeah, it was a great atmosphere. I mean, it still had fun despite the result of the game, but we'll see. I mean, it's going to be a tough stretch for the Blue Jays here. Like, their schedule isn't the easiest. Boston, I think, I was looking through the schedules last night. Boston has a slightly easier schedule. The Yankees' schedule, I'd say, is kind of on par with ours.
Yeah, here's the problem, though. Like, it's always running back to when do you run into them. Right now, Cincinnati's in a slump. They're going home. They got a decent road record. We still
got to go into their house, though.
Yes, yeah. That's what I'm saying. And we're not the greatest road team. That's what scares me. Like, why didn't we catch Cincinnati when they were like, maybe had a few games going, coming home, feeling good about themselves, that kind of shit? Like, because sometimes that works in baseball. Sometimes it doesn't. But on the Mets, I'm not worried about it at all because the Mets are kind of like us, except when they get to the end, they kind of got a closer. But I know what I mean? And the other thing is that we got to remember we have to stick to the platooning station to station. Let's not worry about the big freaking home run. Even though Berger almost rocked one in the game this week against Minnesota. That was a great swing under pressure. Because the bottom line is
I don't like him second in the order, though.
I don't like him either.
I think
too many
strikeouts.
Fifth. Yeah, too many. Yeah. But that's the
I want a guy who's going to give me more contact, more on base, and especially in that 2-hole.
I agree. Yeah. It might end up being Schneider. You know that, eh?
Well, I said that before. That platoon, that Lucas Schneider platoon, or whoever you decide to put there, it may be Loperfido when he gets called up in a couple days. That's an ideal spot for like number 1, number 2 for me.
Okay, I'm not disagreeing with that, but okay, now it's game one in the playoffs. Say we don't know who it is. If it's a right-handed pitcher, what does the lineup look like?
Well, it's either going to be Loperfido or Lucas in that spot.
Where, leading off?
Leading off or set, like up there in the lineup. I can't
see Loperfido because that's too much pressure on the kid. I'd hit him 8th in front of Gimenez.
How about Clement?
Oh, all depends on where his stick is. You see, he's got to average out now. He's been way above average. He's one of those guys I talked about where I said, sometimes they're got to come back down to their average, so to speak. So he's concerning me a bit. Who else is making me feel that way? Berger, he's got to learn to hit that breaking ball. Even though I give Schneider a lot of credit for leaving him in against left-handers because he's got to learn because he's going to be an everyday player next year. So I give him credit for doing that. Kurt is being Kurt. The problem is that who's better defensively, really, of the two of them? Now, you want Kurt in there because he's the best framer. Kurt and Hyman, whatever his name is. Yeah, Heineman.
I mean,
neither one of them can throw at a guy at second base.
Yeah, that's neither of their strengths. But Kirk is so good at blocking the plate. He's so good at
that's why I'll take him there. But that's why
at pitch framing as well. All the defensive metrics, he's up there for catching.
Oh, that's what
he's got to be starting at catcher.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying we won't hurt as much with the other dude behind the plate if we need him. Like
exactly.
A day off. That's where I'm saying there. Then you go around the horn. The problem is as long as Bichette's been playing above his weight at shortstop this year. You have to admit. He's made a couple horrible errors, but every shortstop does. Yeah. But it just so had to be lately. But look at his defense this year. What about the play we made that week?
He's okay. My position stands.
Okay, but
I stick by this. If he's gonna sign back on the team, they gotta have a conversation. Like, Bo, you gotta move to second or third.
Okay, we're not there right now. We're talking 2025 going into the playoffs. You don't think his defense has been a little better than it's normally been?
No.
Whoa. What about the play when he got the guy out at second base, the double play?
Okay, but
They do that. Like he's a heads up guy. You know what his problem is, and we both know it. When it goes into the hole,
yes,
that's our big issue.
And he'll rush the throw
or whatever. Yeah, but outside of that, he's been playing very, very well. His errors are down, but like I said, and most of his errors are what? Throwing errors. You know what I mean?
Overthrowing of Vlad, like what he did the other day.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That kind of stuff. So now we're at the game one. But
Vlad's he might win a Gold Glove this year again.
He should win it because I haven't seen a first baseman play better than him.
Oh, that double play turn last night. That was beautiful.
That was stunned. That's a period on the Sens where everyone's looking. Because remember a couple of years ago we said, oh yeah, Vlad won the Gold Glove, didn't he? This year we're going to go.
Yeah, we're kind of walking away.
Yeah. No, he's earning it this year.
I agree.
He's played really, really good. So the question is when we get there, when we're thinking about it right now, okay, it's game one starter. Who's playing third base? I think we got to go with Clement because he's probably the steadiest because then we can put Berger in right field.
And DH Springer.
And DH Springer. Yeah. And I don't like Springer as a leadoff guy. If we're playing against a righty, I'd have Luke's hit first.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to complain if he's first or second. I mean, just have him up there in the lineup. That's what's important for me.
All we should be doing is this. Huge shout out to George Springer because how did we talk about him in the preseason?
Oh, he's been brilliant this year.
Oh, his highest.
Best season as a Blue Jay by far.
Oh, yeah.
And when year 5 of the contract, who would have guessed that?
Oh, you know what I mean? That's the whole shout out to George Springer. And he's great in the clubhouse. I heard the clubhouse is really amazing, though. With those vets coming in and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, the way the team's going, that shouldn't be too surprising. I mean, this is obviously a tight-knit group.
Everybody seems to know their role. But anyways, we're getting to game one. I'd have Luke starting because I'd go across the field. I'd have Luke's, Varsho.
If it's a righty, yeah.
Yeah, and who do we have in left field then? Leperfido.
Lucas.
No, he'd be in right field. Left field, we put Leperfido, wouldn't we?
I thought Barger in right field.
Oh, right. Then Luke's would have to go in left field and Varsho. But we don't know about the situation with Varsho.
I mean, yeah.
And you know what he's going to get? Listen, I'm looking at.
I might maybe start like Miles Straw in center field if he can make it.
Yeah, just for the defense, okay? But I'm looking at it this way. I'm still not over that trade. I've been looking at what Gurriel's been doing, and now that Marino's been playing full time. I watched a couple Arizona games lately, and I said, maybe we should hold off on this pumping up Varsho trade because you know what he's going to be? Hyped to fuck next year because they go, look what he did in this small frame of time. How many games he's going to miss? Is he going to play
I thought
tonight?
we were talking about this season.
We are talking about this season.
I don't know. It sounded like you're moving.
Okay, so we both got caught. All right, doesn't matter. The bottom line is he better come back and play. That's the injury already.
I mean, Varsho's given
how many games has he played?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe like 50 at most, not even.
Missed 88 games.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's our...
Okay, so about 50.
Okay, so like what if he misses the rest of the weekend against Milwaukee? He's a guy we could use a power left-handed bat at the Dome. You know what I mean? And the great thing is we're hitting Milwaukee at a good time because they're not stumbling, but their bullpen's mixed up now because they lost McGill. They got a couple guys in there, and their next couple starters, we could whack them. I think we got Woodruff coming, right?
Let me check because we ran into Peralta last night. That guy, he was dealing. Holy fuck!
He's been last 3 starts. I've seen that. He's the anchor of that rotation, in my opinion.
I mean, there's nowhere really to run though because it's Priester today and Woodruff tomorrow.
Oh, we're gonna rock Woodruff, so don't worry about that.
You think so?
Oh, we're gonna rock him. He's been overrated. He's got great run support. He hasn't been any
3.10 ERA, 0.87 WHIP.
Okay, let's go back to his last 5 starts or so. He's had some issues. I've seen him get rocked a few times. And he's made the order.
His last start was bad. His last 2 starts were not great.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to come to the Dome. He's going to have 3 bad starts in a row. You know what I mean? I was hoping we'd get the kid so we could knock the shit out of him with that fastball. They'd be flying out of the Dome, but we won't be getting that. That's just another story. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like I'm saying, got to start thinking about, like, everyone knows their position, but strategically going into the playoffs, I'm wondering how we're going to set this team up. I really am. Because we got a whole bunch of moving parts.
It's really the bullpen that's going to be the tough one. And
they're the biggest moving parts.
And I guess we know most of, like, the bats on the bench, but, like, who's going to be, like, the 26th man on the roster kind of thing.
So that's what I'm worrying about, and their experience with a bat in a high leverage situation. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm not going to concern myself with that too much. Like, you just
know
got to
why?
take the
Because
best guys.
in the playoffs, you always find those unsung guys.
Exactly.
We got a bag load. So when you want to, I heard a guy mention that about.
I think we have. Yeah, I agree. I think we have a bunch of guys that could rise to the moment.
Yeah, that's that. I'm hoping. They seem to be doing it all year. I could see Kirk hitting a 3-run home run in the 8th to beat the Yankees and send those motherfuckers home. You know what I mean? I'm just wishful thinking anyway you want to talk about it. But in any event, let's not say the Jays are hanging on.
I mean, things aren't exactly like, yay. It's
division or bust. If they don't, I'm going to go.
I'm checking the standings every night closely.
Oh,
and the
really?
Scores.
Like I haven't. I still say you got to look at that loss column.
Of course.
That's number one for me. But anyways, in any event.
But we all still play each other. So, I mean, there's plenty of space to move around.
Yes.
So.
I'm making a point of going down to one of the Boston games.
I'll be at one of the games.
Yes. You know what I mean? We might be there the same night. Who knows?
I'm going to be at playoff game 1 as well.
Oh, really?
It could end up being prime time if they end up playing the Yankees or Red Sox in that round, which could be interesting.
Oh, yeah. Especially if it's Yanks.
Oh, if it's Yankees or Red Sox, they're definitely going to put that in prime time.
But we still got 3 games in the loss column against the Yankees, and we've got 4 against Boston. Thank God Pittsburgh got them last night with Skeens. But let's just look at it this way. Like I keep harping about all year, where are you at? Oh, the Yankees are killing it. Look at the home runs. Oh, gee. Who do they play?
When have I said that?
No, I'm saying the whole world. The Yankees are coming back. Hitting
They're having a good run.
Who do they play?
You can only beat who's in front of you.
Okay,
if this was the Blue Jays, you'd be going nuts.
No, I wasn't big about Colorado. I said that. Go back to the show. I said this is going to bloat the fuck out of everything because we had this big number. So let's see who the Yankees' last 3 teams are they played. We'd beat the shit out of these teams too. That's all it is. Now, when they get back to the tougher competition, let's say, hey. But I got to give Rondon credit because this is his second 15 games winning season in a row.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And winning 15 games in this league now it blows my mind.
You don't see it too often.
No, it's like winning 20 when I was your age. You know what I mean? You won 15 games, ho hum. Now you win 15 games, you get $50 million. It's insane. Absolutely insane.
Well, wins is a team record, not a pitching record, so.
You keep saying that, but I want a guy to go out and shut her down when you need it. That's what I'm going to say. Let's get out there. Because why can't anyone pitch 250 innings? That's a
We've been through this velo and all that shit. Spin rate.
And the cat jumped over the moon.
These guys are killing their elbows.
Yeah, and
the
better
pitching
nutrition.
Philosophy, yeah, it's
better mechanics. Better workout.
Yeah, you're throwing it away, which is destroying your elbow.
Then learn how to pitch instead of throw.
Well, we've been through this. Like,
I'm never going to stop.
When the guys are saying, hey, if you throw this hard, you're going to get this money. If you don't throw this hard, you might not even get signed.
Michael Wilbon, I'm going to send this part of the show to you. Okay. You hear these kids? They just don't get it. Give us 250 innings. 225.
Hey, I'm with you. Hey,
225.
Ideally, I'm with you. But
you don't think these guys are
we're talking no, but we're talking about like kids here who are like, and there's people in their ears being like, hey, you throw this hard, you're going to get signed. If you don't throw that hard, okay, control is great, but you might not even get noticed.
That's the thing about the grassroots baseball by high school. I will admit that. Everyone talks about everyone. The bottom line is they say if they don't change it on the high school level, it's never going to change.
There you go.
Which is drives me.
I'm not saying I agree with it, but I'm saying that's the way it is.
It's just insane. You know what drives me crazy is that then you get a guy like Bassett. Okay, how many years has he been around? He learned how to pitch. Okay, now Bassett might give you 200 innings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if he's a little better, he could give you 225, which I'll take in 2025. But I mean, you win the Cy Young with 171 innings pitched. Come on. Oh, but it's not a team game. It's a team game. It's not stop. You know what I mean? I want a little bit more. I don't understand why we don't get a little bit more with everything that's advanced to nowadays and these athletes. But give him Tommy John out of the womb. How's that? We'll start there, and then we'll go.
That doesn't actually make you a better pitcher. That's been proven.
Some yes, some no.
Jeff Passan wrote a book on it.
What's that?
Jeff Passan wrote a book on it.
But didn't he say it's about 50-50?
No.
I want to read the book. I'm going to order that book.
I've listened to him talk about it. He's like, it's a myth that it helps you get that extra zip on the ball.
Oh, no, it doesn't give you, but you can come back comfortably and you should
can come
learn
back, but people who use it as I'm going to get ahead by getting Tommy John. That's a fallacy.
No, I agree. That's what I mean. I should have been facetious about talking about coming out of the womb. I agree. If you got the natural arm strength to say what it is, I don't think Bob Gibson ever had freaking Tommy. They didn't have Tommy John and frickin' Bob.
Well, your career was over if you had to get Tommy John back
whatever
then,
the case may be. Here's the example. We got one right in front of us, Bieber. Okay, and he was never throwing 98, 99 miles an hour. So he just got his arm fixed and he rehabbed and he's back to what he's normally pitching.
Yep.
So I thought Passan had more of that attitude about it. I know I've heard him talk about it and I agreed wholeheartedly. Just getting a run and go get your Tommy John means this. I went, yeah, I agree with that. But I think that just the average guy coming back, Tommy John himself, who has invented it, and you're never a fireballer anyway, and you're learning how to pitch, sure, you're going to make it back. But it's those guys like, we don't know about Manoah.
No,
he's a guy. He's going to be Exhibit B. Whoops.
Manoah's going to be. Wait till next year.
Because he was a power guy.
Yeah,
he was a power guy. So Passan's going to use him in the what is it? The appendix of his book with Manoah. I hope I'm wrong, but.
Well, the book's already out, isn't it?
I'm going to order it right away. He's one of my favorite guys. You ever see when he's on TV? I told you it's always behind him, eh?
Yeah.
Rage, Band of Gypsies, Good, Bad, the Ugly. I like the guy right there, and the hair.
I feel like he's got like something like nerdy, like a video game thing or like
a
comic book thing in the background too.
Yeah, but you know what? He has now, and I don't want to use the word nerd because I've heard you use that in a positive way. He has a nerdy thread in him,
of course.
I admit, because you know what? How do you get all that thing to your brain so fast?
Yes.
And number and shit, and you do that well. I don't.
You got a little nerd streak yourself.
I hope so. I hope so. Any boy that's a boy that doesn't have a bit of a nerd streakism isn't a boy. That's all there is to it.
Interesting take.
Yes, come on.
So the Jays.
Interesting name for the show.
What? What's a good name?
It could be about nerd and they put the nerd in the boy. You're not a boy if you don't have a little nerd in you.
If I can, I'll try to work
you
that
can
into a title.
a title if you can. Just something out there.
So the Jays, they were in Miami last weekend. Went back and forth to clinch the win in that game on Saturday. They lost the finale 5-3 on Sunday. Minnesota, they win the opener. Hoffman blew the game 2 save, which is kind of prompting all this panic about the bullpen. He bounced back the next day, which was nice. And then last night, of course, we lost 7-2 in Bieber's return.
Oh, he bounced back from what? Blowing 5 of his last 8 chances?
No, come on.
5. And you know what? I told you this. I forgot to get his name. But the TSN announcer that yelled over to me that I met at Timothy's the other night. Sorry, buddy, if you do listen. In any event, we were talking. Very nice guy. Thanks for watching the TSN stuff, whatever. And the band was playing or whatever, and I didn't get a quarter of my eye, and he yelled over, that bullpen you were talking about. And I looked up, and I'm seeing the replay going, oh, you're killing me. You're killing me. I have no faith in the guy. Can I be on record as saying?
No faith.
I hope he does. Okay. The faith factor in the Cruz, whatever, patagram, I'll give him 10%.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
The Cruz Confidence Index?
Yes, I'll give him 10%. Like Judge is coming up in the 7th with 2 on. We're up by 2. What are you thinking? I'm going to go check on the plants. Take a walk. Come back and see the replay. I got it on PVR. You know how many times I've done that?
Really?
Just full disclosure. Hoffman will come on.
Oh, my God.
And then I'll just go, and what I'll do is I'll fast forward slowly. Oh, he got 1 out. Watch how he did it. Oh, he got 2 outs. Like, oh, shit, I'm out of here.
I just power through, just watch and hope for the best.
Oh, well, maybe I haven't watched. You know how much baseball I've watched this summer?
More than a couple games.
Oh yeah.
Anything else about the Blue Jays you want to add?
Good luck, guys.
All right, just one more thing I want to add. Our backdoor sliders about the league. Kyle Rowley became the first catcher to hit 50 home runs in a season.
Going after the Mickey Mantle record. Like, that's one of those sacred, nobody ever thought we'd see a 55 home run switch hitter. And when did Mickey Mantle do it? 50-something?
Yeah, probably.
Who, by the way, would be on my starting outfield of all-time outfielders. Mickey Mantle would be one of them.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah, I've thought about it long. If you don't have the Mick in right field, you know what I mean? Or I'd have to flip the coin because it'd be Griffey. My starting outfielder.
Yeah, Ken Griffey Jr.
Well, I don't know. Then he could play left. I don't care. But
Barry Bonds in left.
Barry's on the bench. Okay.
Oh, come on.
How
about Ricky?
He might not make my team.
Really? You'd be like an ideal leadoff hitter.
Okay, you replace one of these guys. Willie Mays, Ken Griffey, or Mickey Mantle. Go do your homework and replace one of these guys.
I think I might rather have Willie than Mantle.
What's that?
I might rather have Willie than Mantle.
Willie might be the greatest baseball player of all time. They could say that. But Mick in his 5-year prime.
You could say that about Barry Bonds, too.
But Barry's right. He'd be my 4th outfielder. Like,
Okay.
I'm not going to disrespect him. And then where do you put Ted Williams? Well, this is a discussion for another day.
He played for the Red Sox. He
That's
can be
what
on
I'm
the
saying.
bench.
But, Hank Aaron and Joe DiMaggio.
Yeah.
Guys like that. Like, I didn't mention any of them. But those 3 are now lock solid. Never change.
Anything else for baseball?
Just want to say around the league really quick, we're going to look at the top some Cruz predictions. I thought Seattle was going to catch Houston. That's still up in the air. I don't think the Mets have any chance of winning their division. As a matter of fact, if it wasn't for the fact that Cincinnati went on this losing streak the same time the Mets were on a winning streak, they'd be in big trouble. So I think they're going to make the playoffs. The big enigma to me is the San Diego Padres.
Yeah, what are they all about?
That's what
No
I'm
one seems
saying.
to
And
know.
sometimes, and then you'd go like, if they get to the World Series, I will not be surprised. But I'm still going to say Milwaukee. I was there until McGill got. I was screaming them. I was thinking Kansas City's going to come in, but the thing is, it's going to happen. I
think Kansas City's going to knock Seattle out of the playoffs.
I said that before. Then they had a little losing streak. They're
that
playing
or to
Detroit
them or
right now.
Texas. I think Seattle's going to blow it.
Can't hit.
Yeah.
So I really believe now, because now that the dust is settling and they seem to set up their bullpen a bit more than we have, is the Tigers are in the driver's seat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I thought we could battle them for it because there's only 2 teams that get there. We could have a better
Still same
recognition.
amount of games in the loss column.
Is what? Detroit?
Jays and Tigers.
Yeah, so that's
And we're only back by 1 win. So,
But they got Chicago. They got some. Who else? Cleveland.
We'll see.
That's the difference in the
we
schedule.
got Baltimore and Tampa.
Baltimore is nobody to dick with right now. They're pissed. They're spoilers from hell. But anyways, we'll talk about that later. Good luck, Jays. Come on, bullpen.
Good luck, Blue Jays, and we'll keep this moving into New York for the U.S. Open, where our girl Mboko lost her first round to Krejcikova in straight sets. A bad draw for her. Also dealing with the wrist injury from back in the National Bank Open.
Yeah,
I'm not pushing the panic button on her.
Oh, not at all. And
Krejcikova's on to, the round of 16, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Oh, yeah. So there were,
two-time Grand Slam, 2 or 3-time Grand Slam?
Two-time.
Yeah.
2-time. And I seen the draw too, but it's really like all the attention that fell upon her when you win something like this with, I don't know, it's a minor wrist injury, they say, but you're playing tennis, you got a wrist injury.
You're using that all the time.
But if you're listening, I said to you, we're not jumping off her bandwagon, and don't say her and Eugenie in the same sentence just yet.
Oh, yeah, no.
Don't go there. But the bottom line is I wasn't surprised. As soon as I seen the draw, I went, oh, gee.
Yeah.
And then number 2, I went, wait a second here. With all the attention that she's gotten, this is those tennis 1000 wins? That's that's like a major, so to speak, but no, just below the majors kind of deal, like those tournaments. What the Canadian press attention alone was something that she had never fathomed in her life. I think she's going to be fine. We'll see her in Australia. See you in Australia.
Layla unfortunately lost to Sabalenka last night in straight sets. Last set went to tiebreaker. Couldn't get it done there.
Sabalenka's a machine when she wants to be. Layla played well. She's just not in her league yet.
No.
You know what I mean? But I'm very, very happy that Venus Williams is playing, even though she lost her first round, just to come back to say what she's appreciated about tennis. But her and Layla won their doubles match. Yeah, so that's really, really cool. Must be a great experience for the Fernandez good. But big shout out to Venus. Did my girl Azarev win last night? I fell asleep. Is she still alive? My favorite, cutest.
Andreeva?
Yeah.
She lost in straight sets.
Oh, because
to Townsend.
I know she looked terrible last night. That was my girl. Huh. You know?
Well, she had the crowd against her.
Oh, you know what I mean? She looked a little frazzled, but but it was a late night match, and I had to bail out because I wanted to get up early.
Who do you think's going to win the women's side? Sabalenka or Coco Gauff?
Swiatek, baby.
Swiatek,
She's going to win it. Boy, that's my girl. Oh, with those legs, baby, she's going to do it. I'm telling you, no, she's playing great tennis. And when she gets down, she's coming back.
She's not modeling jeans.
No, I'm just saying, like, she's got the legs to move.
Okay.
She gets around the court, and she's got power. I don't know about Goff. I think she could still be upset. They're in a round of 16. Doesn't she play?
She plays today, round of 32.
With who?
It was someone unranked.
But they're on a run.
Or unseeded.
Yeah, but they're on a run. That's the one you got to be scared of.
French. Oh, no, she is seeded. 28th, though. We'll see.
She's played okay. Should be a good match. Sabalenka, this is Sabalenka's to lose.
Agreed. It's her surface.
It's her surface, and she's just like, Fernandez played her ass off yesterday, and Sabalenka said, nah.
Yeah, she still won pretty handily.
Yeah. But I seen Swiatek play, and she got in trouble in the second set, came back in the third set, and blew the girl off the court. And that's a sign of a champion.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's the way I looked at it.
On the men's side.
Oh, wait, before we go. Did you see that little skerfuffle between Taylor Townsend and Jelena Otopenko?
Yes, I did.
Was that not insane?
It was.
It made that's borderline racist.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sabalenka went to a press conference and kind of tried to defend her, but the chick's a hothead anywhere. She's not even
when Sabalenka's trying to defend you from racist shit, it's not good luck.
That's what I'm saying. She's saying, oh, she's had her struggles. What, her struggles with everybody on the tour hating her guts because she's been an idiot? Like, it all came out about her. Like, do you see anybody else defending her?
Yeah, when Sabalenka's the only one on your side, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, and Osaka had, like, tried to be, so Osaka, you lost your credibility when you lost in Canada to me, but that's another story. Still like her game. She could be there. She's not out yet.
We'll see.
But anyways, I thought that was an interesting thing. We're playing sports, and it just seems here in the year 2025, the girls have been uglier than the men most of the year.
Speaking of the men, our boy Diallo, unfortunately out in round 2, but Chapo and Felix go on to the third round. Felix has not dropped a set so far, although he's going to play Zverev tonight, and then Shapovalov's going to play Sinner today, both having a pretty tough draw here.
No doubt about it, but Chapo's played the best I've seen him play all year. That doesn't mean anything, you know what I mean? He's one of the guys that John McEnroe goes, to, because a few years ago.
Yeah, but you're playing the number one guy in the world on his surface.
Play your ass off. This is his surface, too.
Chapo?
Yes.
Okay, but like when you're playing the number...
I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's over till it's over.
I think Felix has got a pretty good shot at upsetting Zverev today.
Because it's Zverev.
Yes.
No disrespect, buddy, but we've
No
seen
disrespect.
Okay.
You're playing our Canadian boy. We disrespect you.
There you go. No, I wouldn't be surprised, and Felix has looked really good. Ground strokes are great, and his serve has been good. Every time I've seen him play, like I said, hasn't dropped a set. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Only through 2 matches, but still.
That doesn't matter. He's on a roll. I'm just saying, Chapo, I think that he's going to give Sinner more of a battle, but Sinner's look like a machine.
Yeah, I mean, do you think he can take a set off him?
Yeah, definitely. I think he could, because the thing is, Felix is long. The thing about Sinner is Sinner just gets rid of you, because the longer you play, the better chance you got at Sinner. His record, and he's only lately he's won a couple 5-setters, I guess, because I guess that's why he went to the juice, to give him that extra power along the way.
No, we even saw the French Open.
Yes,
that final, the longer it went on, the more it favored
Alcaraz.
Alcaraz, thank you.
He's box office.
And you love his new hair or lack thereof.
I love the guy comes out, and he's just, before I used to think it was antics, but no, man, that's part of his game. He's just got to get pumped, and he makes the craziest shots, doesn't give up on anything, plays with the crowd, and completely, after the game is over, the gentleman he is to his opponent. Like, no, everyone loves Alcaraz. You don't hear anybody saying,
oh, yeah, exactly.
Everybody loves the guy. When everybody loves a guy like that, who cares what he's doing? It's entertainment, isn't it?
Exactly.
I think he's got a good shot at winning it. I hope it's him and Sinner in the final.
I mean, there's a good chance it's going to be them two.
Oh.
Although, like, what do you give Djokovic's chances?
Oh, he'll be there in the end, but I think Father Time is on his way.
He'll lose I don't know what side of the bracket he's on, but
he's got Fritz on the way, and Fritz is on a mission. You know what I mean? And it's too bad Benny Shelton.
Yeah, lost last night, didn't he?
No, he had to retire. His shoulder was blown. Couldn't lift it up for the serve anymore. That's a drag, and he's a lefty. I like him, but
I was about to go into the 5th set too.
Yep, and he couldn't go on. You know what I mean? He lost the 4th set, I believe, and you could see he was visibly rocked. You know what I mean? You know the thing is, then they show his dad, who used to be a professional, and they flash onto his dad on the side, and dad's look is like, well, how was your boy in the U.S. Open going to the 5th set, and he can't lift his arm? What a drag. Anyways, he'll be back. Good thing, was kind of a drag for the tournament. I'm saying the sleeper in this tournament is going to be Fritz, if he can wear guys down. But he's another guy that every time he gets in a high leverage situation, he kind of, and he doesn't have game for Alcaraz or Sinner yet, but he could have a good day.
And Tommy Paul plays tonight too.
Oh, Tommy Paul, though. He was, the other night, he was in the 3rd set. He had 2 match points. It went 5 and tiebreaker. Huh. And the more you play, they say that what wears you down is playing all these 5 sets every other day. You know what I mean? Like, the less you can play, and especially if you got to play those late night games.
Oh, yeah.
Which get you to sync, which I love. New York should never change that.
Tommy Paul's got the late one tonight, too, 8:10.
So that should be good for me. I had the late one the other night. You're a trained athlete. Don't give me any excuses. Drink more Gatorade.
Yeah, more sugar. That's what they need.
Whatever. I don't know.
Anything else for the U.S. Open?
No, but people, there's some good matches coming up next few days. Get your eyes on it.
We will definitely keep an eye on that, and we definitely have our eye on soccer. Talk about TFC first. They got the 0-0 draw against Atlanta last weekend, so I guess that's a positive considering Atlanta's a pretty good team.
Yep.
They got Montreal today at home.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm looking forward to their season ending. But aren't they got their nose up a good player's butt? I seen a rumor there, didn't someone...
I mean, the summer transfer window closes tomorrow, so I mean, they better get that done. And that
maybe just been a rumor.
I mean, you still got a couple days to do it, but you got to do it quick.
They got the money. Come on.
At least they're not. Are they still? They're probably not going to finish dead last like we were worried about early on. No. I saw that banner hanging off near exhibition place.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, man. I think I showed you that picture. It was like wooden spoon contenders.
Yes.
Haven't won a home game since whatever, XXX. Unfortunately, as well, Canadian national right back Alistair Johnston pulled his hamstring in a club match with Celtics. He's going to miss 3 months with that. And next weekend's going to be international break, too, so that's a big loss for Canada trying to... Obviously, we don't have to worry about World Cup qualifying, but... just kind of building that chemistry for next year is going to be huge. But moving it on, so we're going to change the format a little bit this season, I should say, for our soccer report. Instead of talking about every league every week, I'm just going to do a focus on one league a week. So this week, we're going to talk Premier League in England. Okay. So we're going to start off with...
but if something insane happens...
We're still going to talk about it, yeah.
Good.
Like if it's like turned to talk about City A, but like it's El Clasico, we're obviously still going to talk about El Clasico, right?
Right, got you.
Manchester United already out of the EFL Cup. They lost to fourth-tier Grimsby Town. First time they've lost in that tournament to a team that low.
Since when?
Ever. This is the first time ever.
Ever? I thought it was the 70s, but that's insane.
And their manager's doing the whole, like, woe was me, like, I should quit. It's all this shit now.
You're Man U, baby. You're Man U. That's insane. For all the Man U fans.
Jay, our producer, is a Man U fan. He's every time that comes up, he's always just like, they suck. Don't worry.
Oh, boo. Boo. I've never heard them talked about like this because I'm not the bigger soccer guy.
Well, Man U hasn't been that good in like 10 years, it feels like.
That's what I'm saying. Like the shine has wore off, so to speak,
Definitely.
Even though their fan base is insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
One of the biggest soccer teams in the world.
You got it. Are they turning into the Dallas Cowboys of the English Premier League?
Possibly.
There you go. Just saying.
So now on to Premier League. West Ham opened the scoring in the 6th minute at home, but Chelsea's João Pedro tied it 9 minutes later. He'll add 2 assists and a 5-1 win for the Blues. Manchester City outshot and outclassed at home to the Spurs 2-0. So Manchester City already back to their up and down ways from last year.
The whole city must be pissed. Eh? Think about it.
But Oasis is back, so.
Oh, okay. I heard the shows were okay.
One of my buddies, when he loved it, although he was saying T-shirts, the Adidas shirts were selling for $180.
I would never buy one in a million
It's ridiculous.
years.
I know it's Adidas, it's nice, but fuck that.
What, the Oasis shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks sharp. It's kind of designed like those Y3 shirts kind of deal, so it's cool. But no, I like I told people many times, I've seen Oasis at the Cool House.
Liverpool converts 3 of 4 shots on goal, steals one on the road versus Newcastle, and a winner in the 100th minute. 17-year-old Rio Ngbuoha becomes the youngest player to score for Liverpool. Mr.
Matt Curran does not make you happy? He's a Liverpool guy.
Everyone's a Liverpool fan, apparently.
Really?
I don't know. All of a sudden, like, people have been popping up as like, oh, I'm a Liverpool guy. I'm like...
Oh, no. Matty Curran, he's been on Liverpool as long as I've known him. Yeah. He's an old school Liverpool guy.
Arsenal all over Leeds, 5-0 in a victory at home. The stat sheet favored Brighton on the road, but they couldn't score in a 2-0 loss at Everton. My brother's going to be happy about that one. Okay. Man United got a big break from an own goal against Fulham. They get the 1-1 draw on the road because of that. Nottingham Forest, your boys, grinded out a 1-1 draw at Crystal Palace. Aston Villa yet to score through 2 matches. They lose 1-0 at Brentford in a game where they own the possession and shot stats.
You got to score in soccer, don't you?
Yeah, Aston Villa not off to a good start here.
Nope.
After 2 matches, Arsenal, Spurs, and Liverpool were the only perfect teams. Chelsea and Nottingham Forest undefeated as well. And
should be interesting.
Yeah, there is some action already going on today.
I'm on the Nottingham Forest bandwagon.
So Chelsea beat Fulham 2-0. That happened this morning.
Okay.
While Pedro and Fernandez actually goal and an assist. He scored on a penalty to put it away. Everton's up 3-1 on Wolverhampton. Bournemouth's up 1-0 on Tottenham. Brentford's up 1-0 on Sunderland. Manchester United tied at home with Burnley 2-2 right now in the 74th minute. Can they hang on?
Oh, 74th minute.
Leeds United plays Newcastle later on today. Last night, Leicester City, or actually they're in Champions League. I forgot they got English League Championship. They got demoted.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, Nottingham Forest hosts West Ham United. Manchester City goes into Brighton. Liverpool Arsenal. That's my game of the week. That's tomorrow.
God. Is that tomorrow? Is that going to be on TV?
I'm sure you can
because
find
one
somewhere.
on Sunday. No, they have the English Premier League on one of the channels.
Okay.
I'll check that game out.
And last but not least, Aston Villa hosts Crystal Palace.
Let's go Nottingham Forest.
And right now, Chelsea, I guess after that win, that puts them in first place. Although, like I said before, Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool, still perfect, and a win tomorrow would propel them above Chelsea.
Chelsea's in the Champions League, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Yes, thought so.
Anything else you want to add for Premier League? Any questions?
Not right now. No. I gotta be a little bit more informed. But the teams that I'm only going to go for Nottingham Forest because those Man City guys in those light blue uniforms. I don't know. But imagine being in that city right now, though, drinking at the bar. Fights.
Yeah, a lot of fights at the pub.
Yeah.
So international-wise, like I said before, it's international break next week. Canada playing a couple friendlies at Romania and at Wales, September 5th, September 9th, respectively. Italy playing World Cup qualifiers, September 5th versus Estonia and September 8th versus Israel. Those better be 2 wins, Italy, or else I'm going to give you the wooden spoon.
Don't they have to win both?
Yes, they are. When you're in second place in your group to fucking Norway.
Oh, yeah. They should win both, though, shouldn't they?
Should and do are 2 very different things for the Italian national squad.
I got you. I'm trying to be nice about that.
Listen, they've missed the last 2 World Cups, so I'm fucking salty about this.
Hey, as an Italian, you should be.
Yeah.
You should be.
Champions League picks up Wednesday, September 16th. They have the draw this week. You can check the schedule if you want. A couple weeks away from that. Anything else for soccer?
Well, since we're on the point, just give you from a historical point of view, you've made me a better fan of soccer. But when I moved here 40 years ago, I didn't even know I didn't know Pele and Giorgio Chinchilla. Whatever.
The 2 guys in the New York Cosmos.
And the guy that drinks overseas. What was the guy, the English guy that was a big drinker, Best or somebody?
Oh, George Best.
George Best, yeah, okay. But in any event.
That's a good 30 for 30.
Yeah, a great 30 for 30. In any event, the first thing I realized how crazy soccer was, it was 1982. Italy wins with the guy that came off the scandal, Paolo Rossi.
Paolo Rossi, yep.
Yep, and that's why I said, oh, this shit's bigger than I thought, especially when I seen the streets, and it was crazy. I did not know. So my first thing was, and then Juventus of Turin.
Yeah.
That was the first introduction to soccer. And I used to just say it in bars to piss people off. Who do you cheer for? Juventus of Turin. Who plays for him? I don't know.
Well, one guy now, Jonathan David.
That's right. Oh, yeah, of course. That's good. But don't get hurt. Do you think that some of the national teams are really worried? This is the time of the year to be worried. Well, they got to play their season anyway. That's just the way it works, right?
That's the way it is.
That's just the way it is. Damn.
You're borrowing them from their club at the end of the day.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean? Who's paying them?
Yeah, there
you go. End of story.
We'll move us over to the CFL, where I was at the game last week, and you called it a punishment, but it ended up being the best Argos game I've ever been to in my life. They crushed the BC Lions 52-34. Arbuckle setting a new career best with 3,476 yards this season. And my brother got a picture with Nathan Rourke after the game.
That's pretty damn cool. But here's the deal. Does this mean the Argonauts have got up off the mat?
They got to win a couple more games before I say that.
Nick, if you're listening, and I know that you are.
There's still that loss. Those losses to Ottawa and Ottawa and Edmonton. Those last couple weeks were brutal.
And who do they play this weekend?
Hamilton, Labor Day Classic, baby.
Oh, and that's isn't that it?
It's in Hamilton.
Oh, gee.
Tim Hortons Field.
Oh, I can already hear that bubble being pop. Nick, I don't mean to be.
I think the Argos are going to win it.
Do you?
Yeah.
If they win it, they got the slimmest of slimmest playoff shot.
And then September 19th, Friday, they are back in action against Montreal. At home, they got to win these next 2 games.
100%. And if they lose them, it's over. So, Nick, I know you.
I'm with you there.
I only believe in leprechauns and unicorns. That's all. I don't believe in the Argos playoff possibilities.
Beating BC last week, that's the team they're chasing for that playoff spot, so that was huge.
Oh, huge win at the time. And BC's one of the most disappointing teams in the league this year, if not the most disappointing.
Nathan Rourke, though.
What happened?
Watching him live, he's the real deal.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's not because of him that they're losing.
Because the team around him?
If you look at his numbers, too.
His numbers are pretty solid.
Like, last year he struggled coming back, but this year he's fucking solid as ever.
I don't think anyone would want to play him in the playoffs when it comes up that way.
No.
Kind of deal.
No, he's so accurate, so strong. Like
big.
Yeah.
Big,
no, he's amazing.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed the game.
Argo should sign him.
Yeah, they will.
When he's like 35?
No, he's only, 28 right now, right? 27?
Yeah.
And he's only got 1 more year in his BC contract. Anything is possible.
Well, we'll see what the situation is with Chad Kelly, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because we're not expecting him to come back at all this season.
No, whatever it is. And they still haven't said what the severity of the injury was.
Well, it's obviously pretty severe if he hasn't played a single snap.
No kidding, but to lead us along, he'll be here week 7. He'll be week 10.
Now they've just stopped saying he'll be back.
No kidding. No kidding.
Anything else for the CFL?
No, we're good.
All right, we'll do a little WNBA talk here where the Las Vegas Aces with your girl, Aja Wilson, they are on fire in fuego. 12 wins in a row for the champions of 2 seasons ago, and they have the Minnesota Lynx squarely in their sights.
It's how they've come back from this, and you see it's you know what's really sad. Too bad Caitlin's still hurt. Her soft tissue injury is way more serious than we realize.
Yeah, I think their season they're probably gonna just barely make it in the playoffs and probably
it was a tough loss
round.
either because I don't know if Sophia Cunningham played last night either. But
I thought she's out too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Vegas went into Indianapolis last night and did work. Indy gave him a battle till he got down the stretch. But Aja Wilson, man, she's just playing like a woman possessed, so to speak. Mm-hmm. Like on both ends of the floor. She's like the Tasmanian devil.
Well, she's making a real case to win MVP this year, steal it from Collier.
Oh, I think so too. Especially if they, we're there in the standings now. Come on. What a rise.
They are second in the whole league now.
Exactly.
And it's funny. So when they started this streak, they were right at 500. Now they're 26-14.
Thank you.
On that 12-win streak.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. It's like they've been, because they remember at the 10-game mark, 15-game mark, they were calling the most disappointing team in the league.
Sure.
And look at them now. So more props to them. More props. But Aja Wilson's been outstanding. But there's a lot of good performances around the league this year.
Of course.
Collier's been playing well. What's her name? I always forget. The guard on Indiana.
Kelsey Mitchell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's been keeping that team going.
Yeah, she's been the glue right now. What's the girl on is that Collier's on the Lynx, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's been playing for New York? I forget. We're thinking of a big name. Yeah, she's been okay, except she's been banged up too a bit. So, but we're coming down the stretch now. They're kind of in the dog days of the WNBA. But the story is going to be, I still say Minnesota's going to be there because they're just pissed from last year. But Vegas is coming down the stretch.
That could be the final, Vegas, Minnesota.
Yes, it could be, couldn't it?
Yeah, because they just do 1 through 8. They don't do by conference.
Yes.
But yeah, this is the home stretch here. Like, Vegas is scheduled. They got 4 games left. Next game actually against the Lynx on Thursday.
Oh, I'll be watching that.
Yeah, I think
that same night as Philly? I got more than one screen. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Actually, it's at 10 o'clock, so, I mean, you could probably, most of the football game will be over by then.
That's true. That's going to be a great game, no way.
Yeah.
Great game.
Actually, 3 of Vegas' last 4 games are at home, too.
Oh.
Minnesota, Chicago at home, and then they go into LA for their last game.
Look at Minnesota, 18-2 at home, eh?
Incredible.
Yep.
That could be the difference maker. We'll see for the playoffs, but we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, though. Yeah.
Definitely.
Also, Alyssa Thomas set the league record with her 7th triple-double in a season.
Big shout out to that. You know what I mean? That's huge. Especially, you know what? The pace of the game in the WNBA and how it works like that. What was I going to say now? Yeah. That's the first time ever, right? This is like historical?
Yep. First time ever it's ever happened.
Good for her. Big shout out to all greatness accomplished whenever you're playing in the league. And you know what? We haven't talked about enough, because she's on maybe kind of on a shit team, but Angel Reese is, let's get away from everything they say about her. She's a solid player.
I agree.
She's very, very solid. When you see her out there playing it, she's giving her, give her a couple of more pieces. And she's young. She's going to rise up.
Just the Chicago Sky are a bad team.
They're just a horrible team, but give it time. That girl plays her heart out. I just hope we get to just her as a pure basketball player, because I seen her play last week.
5th straight 15-plus rebound game.
Oh, she was a beast.
The first time that's happened in league history.
Yeah, beast. Give her credit.
She leads the league in rebounding, too. Yeah, she does.
Oh, yeah, easily. Yeah.
Anything else you want to add for the WNBA?
Watch some games, people. It's highly entertaining.
All right, we'll talk a little bit of Formula One here as well. The season is back on as the boys are in Zandvoort, but firstly, we got to talk a little Cadillac news for next year.
And they got, what's his name?
They got their driver. Perez and Bottas confirmed drivers for next year. Although no one's confirming. Actually, they seem to deny the rumor that Christian Horner is going to be the team principal there.
That's up in the air, eh? I heard it hasn't been finalized, right?
What, with the drivers?
No, the driver's been finalized.
No, Horner. Yeah. Well, it doesn't sound like
they're taking him.
No,
you know what I mean? Even though he was the shiny diamond, they don't want all the extracurriculars, is from what the word around the campfire is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you think doesn't get another job? What, he got to wait a couple years?
I don't know.
He's still only in his 50s. You know what I mean? So, and he's got a great track record.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they're making their calls at the guys at Red Bull, and we'll see what they say about him.
Oh, stop. He's gone, isn't he?
But who else are you going to talk to?
Doesn't tie his shoes right some days. That's what they're going to say. You know what I mean? He doesn't smell, but he doesn't tie his shoes some days very well.
Got to watch him with the interns.
I didn't say anything about that. I was talking about shoe tying, okay? That's a big difference. You know what I mean? Because tying your shoes properly is a huge thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You could trip and fall and shit like that, right?
Yes, you can.
There you go.
So Zandvoort, I'm expecting another big weekend for McLaren.
Because you must have seen something that I didn't.
Practice, it looked like their car was going.
Oh, no.
Max was complaining about the car, so I don't think they're going to have a good weekend.
No, whenever Max says that, he had the Max scowl for the Bond movie ready, so that's okay. But you never know, because he likes the track.
Yeah.
You know, it's hometown, whatever his connection is. So, you know me, we know what I think about Max, but I'm just going on the McLaren. Don't say anything, because I'm going to watch qualifying. It's one of the things I'm looking forward to.
So we got Zandvoort this weekend, Monza next weekend.
Yes.
The final stretch for Formula One starts now. It's going to be a lot of fun. We will definitely keep an eye on that.
I hope it's fun and respect that Mercedes and Ferrari give this shit a run. That's what I'm hoping.
I don't know if I believe in leprechauns riding unicorns, but... Actually, I wore my Ferrari track jacket last night. I got a lot of compliments on it.
Oh, why wouldn't you?
I cried with a few people together. It was beautiful.
Okay. Got to do that sometimes, man. You got to do that.
Especially with some of the teams I follow. Not to go woe is me, but...
Can't take the nerd out of the boy.
No, you cannot. Not this nerd, at least. Anything else?
No, we're good. I'm looking forward to the race. It seems like forever since the Grand Prix has been on.
I know, right?
It seems forever.
A month.
Yeah, it seems like forever.
So we're going to move it into our bread and butter here, our full football preview. And first of all, I guess we got to congratulate the Taylor Travis engagement.
Oh, that's amazing. We here in the house that happened. We championed love. We love love, do we? The hater that I am, we love love.
I love love.
I'm glad that way back there, after a couple weeks or a little bit while, that we were one of the proponents of, can't wait till they have children. You know, it's that time in her life, isn't it? That's, you know.
I mean, she's getting married. That's usually what it's for.
That's the word around the campfire anyways. You know what I mean? Anyways, Travis Kelce's a cool guy. Boy's boy. And I like all the jokes about you better kick away all them ex-boyfriend songs, Taylor, because you happy now.
Well, she's still going to play the hits, I'm sure.
But listen, once again, can we just say this one more time? The positivity that she brings anywhere at any time is amazing. I still don't know any of those
100%.
songs. I don't know any of those breakup songs. If they come on, I wouldn't know shit. I just like the aesthetic.
Yes, sir.
You know.
All right, so we actually have some questions from my buddy Massimo.
Oh, good.
It's a voice note, so I'm going to play them right now.
Good.
Amen. So, if you're talking football, then I just want to know a couple things. First off, what are your thoughts on the Eagles' season this year? Obviously, because you know that I'm a huge Eagles fan, so obviously I want to know if you think that they're gonna. I just want to know if you know that they're gonna win everything again. Okay, so if you don't, then I don't know. Can't
Go to hell?
But
What?
this is you heard it here first. All right. Now,
Sure.
aside from that, who can contend? Well, I think it'll be Buffalo and Philly for the final for sure. And
Interesting.
I think Philly will still take it, but definitely will be quite a heavy hit. It'll be like Allen and Hurts. They'll probably combine for like 6 rushing touchdowns on that game, so it'll probably be
Possible.
one for the books for sure. That's my take on that. If I have anything else, I'll let you know. But yeah, love to know your thoughts on that on the pod.
Well, I mean, Philly's definitely. Oh, that's the next one. Philly's definitely one of the top contenders for me. Are they going to win their division? They should.
Okay, first of all,
back to the Super Bowl, though, is tough.
Okay, it is. But here's the deal. First of all, I want everyone to know I'm a Jalen Hurts fan. Guy's a winner, leader, and he's strong. What we got to think about Philadelphia is I think they have a strong possibility to get there, but we know where my allegiance lies. So, buddy, I can't go there with you on the Philadelphia thing. Here's what you got to realize. A lot of coaches. You don't have C.J. Gardner back there helping out. You lost 6 starters on your defense, and Washington and Dallas have both gotten together. First of all, everybody realizes how hard it is to win the NFC East in a row, which they've done for the first time in what?
A long time. So
a 3-in-a-row winner. I'm leaning towards.
Wait, did they win back to back? I thought it was Dallas. Or am I?
Well, maybe it was Dallas won. Do we should check it?
I thought 2 years ago Dallas won.
Okay, maybe you're right. Yeah, and then they got their ass kicked. You're right. In any event, first of all, that's the big thing you got to realize is that just repeating in winner in your own division is one of the toughest in football.
Yeah, Dallas won the year before.
Okay, so there you go. Nobody has won the NFC East 2 years in a row since when?
Jesus was a baby.
Thank you very much. So, buddy, I'm looking at it this way. You got the Washington Commanders breathing down your neck. You've got one of the toughest schedules in football, and you should be glad that Micah Parsons went to Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? So am I saying Philly's going to the Super Bowl? I'm saying they're probably going to get to the NFC championships, but they're going to hear a roar when they get there because cats eat birds. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
If he gets that. I think Philadelphia's a great team, but
I don't know if they're going to go back to the Super Bowl.
They're the best retooling team in football. What's their general manager's name? I forget.
I'm forgetting too.
But anyway, we know who he is, Howie something. And he retools very properly because they're one of the teams that hit on the draft. And they picked a couple guys from the SEC to replace on their defense.
Never a bad thing to draft from that conference.
No, and these guys are hitting guys. I should have their name here. I should have had it open to Philadelphia, but I didn't know we were going to be talking about them. But, buddy, you want my honest opinion? No, Philadelphia is not going to be going back to the Super Bowl. However, they're going to have a great season, and I could see them in the NFC Championship game.
I'm having a sneaking suspicion, though. This is my top story to watch out for this year, that it will be a rematch. Kansas City, Philly.
Not a chance.
Not a chance?
Not a chance.
For either of them?
No, Kansas City, definitely not.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. When we get to, we'll get
Okay, we'll talk about when we talk about the AFC.
Don't you have some more messages on that there? Let's get them on. Okay. Let's get them on. Let's see what these people
He left me a bunch. I forgot which ones were the ones I wanted to play, though.
Give him another shot here.
Okay. Oh, maybe I should turn it on first.
Yeah, so another question would probably be, what do you think about New England You think they're going to do anything crazy this year or not? Because that running back looks pretty solid. I think they're going to run the ball pretty nice. So if Diggs can stay healthy, like I think it'll be nice.
Okay, first of all, has he finished?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, buddy, did you even know who Trevor Henderson was before the draft?
I don't know who any of these guys are before the draft.
Oh, I do, because you watch mine. That's why
I don't watch college football.
Okay, so you know where. I have a theory about this. The kid looks great. He's moved way up. Look what he did on the fantasy board alone. Problem with him is we've only seen him in preseason, and he's kind of small. The New England Patriots did beef up their O-line because that's a Vrabel thing, and they're going to be a physical team, and as long as their defense is playing as well as to be expected, he should get some good opportunities. He's got breakaway speed that your buddy Stevenson doesn't. I think New England's got an outside chance of we get to week 12 and people are going to be saying, hey, can they make the playoffs? I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs, but I think New England's going to take a rise. Remember,
I think they're going to have a pretty good season.
I think they're going to have a pretty damn good season. You know what I mean? Like they were 4-13 last year.
They're going to be way better than that.
That's what I'm saying too. Like a 9-8 season is not unrealistic considering the schedule that they have. But do I think that New England's going to be I think they're going to be a good story, but I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs.
Well, I guess you'll see my take on that once we get there. Do you have any other storylines to watch out for?
Oh, there's a bunch of them. First of all, the Travis Hunter. What's he going to do in offense, defense?
I think they're going to primarily use him as a receiver.
What's that?
It looks like they're going to primarily use him as a receiver.
I think that's a mistake, but we'll get there.
I'm with you, but this is Jacksonville we're talking about.
There we go. I want to know, which we will try to stay away from much as we can, but we can't avoid it, is the fact that I want to know what the fallout's going to be in Dallas losing a player like Micah Parsons. That's going to be the first 6 games of the year. Now, let me tell you a little secret. We play Green Bay the first day of the year. I can't wait to Soel pancakes Micah. You're going to get his 20 snaps. He's going to come through. Hey, welcome to the NFC North. Bang! Could you ever see Micah stop the run? Oh, do you ever see Detroit's O-line? Oh, do you ever see who's got one of the best rushing teams in the league? Oh, Micah, welcome to the NFC North.
So you got it all figured out, it sounds like.
Yeah, welcome to the NFC North. But that's going to be an ongoing story for both sides.
Any other storylines before we get to coaches on the hot seat?
I was just saying here, there was one that was very, very interesting. Is the one of the big talks is, and I don't like about it, we'll get about that, is my Lions. What are my Lions going to do? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's the whole thing.
With all their changes?
Yes, and the other thing, of course, we already talked about it. The Vrabel return to Foxborough is going to be huge. Everyone's going to be looking at the AFC North with the Aaron Rodgers situation. Joe Burrow playing in preseason to get Cincinnati off to a quick start. And is Baltimore automatically going to the Super Bowl?
Definitely not automatic.
Well, that seems to be the story. You know what I mean?
For coaches on the hot seat?
Oh, what's his name?
I have 2 that stand out immediately.
On the Giants?
Yeah, Brian Drabel and Mike McDaniels.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, Mike McDaniels. And the guy in Indy, no, he just got there.
Yeah.
So he could be pretty safe. You know what I mean? But those are the 2 premier hot, because a lot of guys got new coaches or second-year guys.
Exactly.
So that's what
or guys that you're just like not really worried about
at the moment.
Yeah.
But Daniels is a huge one. Like I thought of that in what's his name?
McDaniels, yeah.
McDaniels and
Drabel.
They seem to be the 2 biggest ones. And look at the markets that they're in. Considering there's going around.
Big markets. Big football markets.
Well, you got to remember this, too. When you're looking around at it, coaches that are going to be on the hot seat, too, is you're going to have to look at that Jacksonville situation with Trevor Lawrence being is he the guy?
They got a new guy in, though, don't they? New coach.
Yeah, 29-year-old offensive coordinator, 34-year-old general manager, 39-year-old coach, whole new philosophy. You're not going to look over there and taking Travis Hunter and what they're going to do with him. Going to be a huge, 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 huge story. You know?
Ready to go division by division?
Yes, we can.
All right, so we will start off with the AFC East. I think this is going to be Buffalo's division once again. They're the real deal in terms of contenders. The only thing is, can they finally break through and make it to the Super Bowl? That's going to be the only real question about them.
I took a serious look at Buffalo's schedule. I can't see them not getting to the AFC Conference Championship. They're going to go there. If you look at right off the bat, they could start off 5-2, 6-1 very easily if you look at their first 7 games of the year. Then they get a bye, and then they got some tough people there, but then they're going to be able to. They've already stacked wins.
Yeah, exactly.
So they'll be able to get in there. It's a pretty good schedule, and it seems to be a great time to get a bye. Not only that, people are going to say, "What about the Buffalo defense?" Well, they did get Bosa, and they drafted a couple guys, because when you think about it, in the last 5 years, Josh Allen's not the reason that Buffalo didn't get there.
No.
You know, we got to start pointing at that freaking Buffalo defense. You know, can you guys do something in the clutch? Now, it's going to be great in the regular season. It's going to get them down the road, but they did do some beefing up. You know what I mean? They did, like, they got a couple guys back on the corner. They got a couple guys back from injury. Ed Oliver on the line is the leader. Bosa should be a big, you know what I mean? He's got some gas left in the tank, so to speak. But I expect Buffalo to win the division again, and I expect them to get to the AFC Conference Championship.
So we both have Buffalo winning the division. Miami, they're a real boomer bust team. I don't really trust them this year. Tua, I mean, at any given moment, he could just get injured again, and then they just completely derail their season. Not only that, Tyreek Hill's in his Antonio Brown stage right now, it looks like.
Okay,
he's talking shit about everybody on that team. That can't be good for business there, so to speak.
Okay, so when we look at that division last year, I'm going to be bold. I think New England's going to come in second in that division. Okay, that's what I think.
Too.
Then it's going to be the Jets, and I think Miami's going to fall to the bottom of that division. With all the bullshit around them, what did they do to improve? Their defense has been sketchy. They can't play when the weather gets bad.
Yep.
Does a coach really have control of things?
Yeah, exactly. If they don't stack wins at the beginning of the season, they're fucked.
No kidding. So they're going to be in big trouble. And you know, Vrabel, they moved some guys around. They brought in some big boys. I expect New England. I'm not saying New England's going to make the playoffs, but I do expect them to be second in what could be one of the weakest divisions again in football.
I have them in the playoffs. I have them as a wild card.
We'll get to the playoffs then. Wow, you're there. You want another coffee?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. So
the Jets should be interesting because they got Aaron Glenn there. They're going to play smash mouth football, and they got Justin Fields with a couple of weapons, Garrett Wilson. They supposedly have some running back things. So
I think they could be a fun offense, but I don't know about that defense, though.
They were supposed to be good. They had some injuries. They're considered a top 10 defense going into the year, considering the metrics. But I'm not expecting the Jets to do anything there, and I expect Miami to fall to fourth. They'll be, by the time we get to week 12 or 14, they'll be wondering what draft pick they're going to get. You know.
Anything else for the East?
No.
AFC North. So, I mean, this should be Baltimore's division again. I have them winning the division.
I have them winning the division, too.
And they're a lot like the Buffalo Bills, where the question for them is, can they break through?
That's the
Can
whole
they get
thing.
out of their own way?
What is it? Out of their 22 starters, they're bringing back 19? Something crazy.
Consistency is key.
You know what I mean? They run the ball. They play defense. They're almost unbeatable at home. They got Lamar. They got Zay Flowers. They even picked up D-Hop.
I think Mark Andrews is going to have a real bounce back here.
That's what I'm saying. So look what they got. Zay Flowers. They got Andrews going to be fine. They got Derrick Henry. And they got one of the
Hopkins.
D-Hop. Yeah. Out there in third down. You're not going to be worried about him. Don't worry about how many snaps D-Hop's going to get. Just remember all those big plays he's going to get.
Exactly.
You know, especially because he's going to be he's been in training camp. He's got used to Lamar and everything. Do you think Lamar can have another MVP season?
Of course.
There you go.
I'm never going to bet against that guy. I think he's awesome.
But it's just wait till the playoffs. So when he's got to do that, you know what I mean?
I don't know if it's him or like the coaching there, but they always just seem to drop the ball at the wrong time.
Are you talking about Andrews in the end zone?
I didn't want to go there. But
that's the period on the sentence for them, because what a difference in the game that would have meant if he caught that touchdown.
That would have been the tying play, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what it was. And things didn't go their way. In any event, we're taking Baltimore. I'm taking Pittsburgh to come second in the division.
I don't know who I got like second. I don't think any of these other. I think they're only going to send one team to the playoffs this division. I think it's only going to be Baltimore.
Okay, I think it's going to be two. Well, we'll get that to the end.
So Pittsburgh then you think is going to be in the playoffs?
First of all, their defense, they should be fine. Okay, but not only that. Let's just take a look here. Aaron Rodgers has not been the shittiest guy that you ever think that he's going to be. You know, always gets a reputation of being the shit guy. And he's got Metcalf coming in. He's got the other kid on the side. They got a bit of a running game. They picked up an SEC running back, I believe. I think Pittsburgh, with their schedule, they could get in, because I don't think there's going to be any, like, okay, if Baltimore wins the division, how many wins do you think they're going to have?
I don't know, maybe like 12?
Ooh, 12 is going to be huge this year with some of the scheduling. It's great scheduling in the NFL this year, by the way. It's really good scheduling. Well, it usually is, but I think now early in the year, like in college, you're going to see some shit go. Like Buffalo plays Baltimore first game of the season. So
That's
we're going to get a read on that. My take on the matter is that Pittsburgh's defense is there. They picked up Jalen Ramsey. They got Mike on the other side. They got TJ and Buddy on the other side, and they got one of the best linebacking crews in the business. So when you add that up with Mike Tomlin coaching, they always get 9 wins anyway. Can they get to 11 wins?
That's the question. I think they're a 9 or 8 or 10-7 team at best.
Okay, so I'm going to say this. Like when you think about it, I think that Buffalo, they win 10 games to win that division. 11, 12. Just look at that. But I say Baltimore can win 12, or they should win 12.
I think so,
that means
too.
who's going to come in second? Someone wins 10. I think if you win 10 wins, it's going to be a playoff team.
I think there's going to be one 10-win playoff team, but I'm not sure. I wouldn't bet on it to be the Steelers.
You don't think they're going to win 10 games?
I said 9-8 or 10-7. I just don't think they're making the playoffs. There's other teams I see in the NFC or the AFC where I'm like, I like you more.
Okay, then
Simple as that.
We're going to argue about that because I got a couple teams that I'm saying, you know what, they're overblown to me. Then I think after that, Pittsburgh, I think Cincinnati is going to be there, and I wouldn't be surprised. Here's how
Bengals they're too the offense is there, but that defense, man.
Okay, but we haven't seen them in the regular season. The kid that they signed, that they were screwing around the contract with, and Trey Hendrickson's back, so that's some stability. If they can be a top,
I don't trust them though.
If they can be a top 20 defense, then they're going to win 11 games. They got an easy schedule because they came in where they came in on the division. So if you look at their schedule, you can go.
The schedule is not that easy though.
Well, the only tough thing is because
that whole division's got a little tough.
Well, I agree too, but here's the big thing. It's a great year for football because the NFC North is playing against the AFC North, which arguably could be two of the best divisions in football.
Yeah, so Cincinnati has the 17th hardest or 17th easiest schedule, so basically right in the middle.
Well, there you go. So with that being said, they could pull off 10 games, and all depends on their defense. We're not going to know till week 3.
I don't trust them.
Oh, by the way, can I say this right now? How excited are we for football?
12 out of 10?
Wait till the first 2 weeks of shitty games we're going to see. I hate to burst everyone's bubble, but we're going to see some shit
I don't
games.
care. Football's back.
That's all. I mean, I'm going to watch every second. You know what I mean? I'm ordering the whatever it is, NFL pack. But the bottom line is, don't forget, first couple weeks of the year.
It's okay.
It kind of pisses me off sometimes when I watch how sloppy it is. But that's to be said. I think Cincinnati's got a shot. I don't think Cleveland's going to do anything.
They have the second toughest schedule in the league.
Who's that?
Cleveland.
Yes, I don't think they're going anywhere. I think they're going to be back where they are with 2 first-round draft picks next year. You know what I mean?
Already building for 2026.
I'm calling Joe Burrow perhaps for maybe MVP.
They got to make the playoffs, though.
He's due.
They got to make the playoffs, though, which I don't buy. Next up, AFC South.
Worst division in football.
Yeah.
Worst division in football.
Both South divisions are pretty bad.
Well, Houston's going to win it anyway. There's going to be no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, the only concern is their O-line.
But they beefed up. They drafted a couple guys.
Yeah, but there's still question marks.
Okay, right off the bat, let's look at Houston. They got Will Anderson and Daniel Hunter on the outside, and didn't they pick up C.J. Gardner?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, so one of the best cover guys in the league. They already had a solid defense. They had some injuries.
I agree.
They beefed up the O-line.
But I'm saying C.J. Stroud might get a little bit roughed up this year.
He'll get it to his boys. He's got Nico Collins. He's got that rookie kid.
We'll see.
You know what I mean? The big thing about their question is...
No Tank Dell this year, though.
What?
No Tank Dell.
That's a bitch, but they got Nick Chubb. And Nick Chubb's look great, they've said. So that's what they need.
Really? I've heard he hasn't looked that good.
No, they say he's good in camp. We'll never know coming off that injury till we see him because Joe Mixon's going to be out.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. But the division is so shit that they should be able to do it. Their defense is going to carry them. Like, you're going to see teams,
100%.
When you got those
two
guys on, one of those guys, I'll get that one, get our defensive player of the year. But
so I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that you don't have any other AFC South teams making the playoffs.
I have Jacksonville taking a sniff. Because you know what? They were playing pretty good until Trevor Lawrence got hurt.
This might be his last chance.
Yeah, I know that. But their metrics say defensively and offensively, they're in the middle of a pack. So if you just have some improvement, you should be okay. Some of their metrics are okay. If you look at, especially defensively.
They have a favorable schedule, so I'll give you that.
And they have a favorable. Is Travis Etienne still the guy?
He's probably going to lose his job.
Oh, to who?
What's his name? The Bixby.
Oh, yeah, that he's in the mix too. You know what I mean?
The other tank.
Yes, that should be interesting. I think that what they've done is apparently they've had a pretty decent draft. So they're going to fill in some holes. With the weaker schedule, we'll get to the playoff picture at the end.
Well, it's all about Travis Hunter, too.
Yes, and is the defense going to be playing well? One of their weak spots is in the secondary. That's why I'm saying if you're going to improve, wouldn't you want a guy back there?
I agree. Well, what the thought was when he was drafted, he'd be primarily used on defense, and then they're going to throw him in on some plays on offense. But it looks like
Suddenly
it's going to be the opposite.
Flipped around. Well, you know what?
Well, this isn't suddenly. This has been Jacksonville's been saying this since the beginning, since they drafted him.
Coach is mad when he talks about it because nobody's going to play 3,000 snaps. Bottom line is when the game, let's see them play a game, because I don't trust preseason for 90% of it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? You know that probably 90% of the guys that played you watch in preseason, we're never going to see again.
Oh, I agree.
Or we'll see them again next preseason. Yeah. Trying to make the team. You know what I mean? As for the rest of the division, I think the division is shit.
Yeah,
I
Indianapolis
think Jacksonville's come second. I think Indy, I was going to say they're going to fall to the bottom, but
they're a mess.
Does Tennessee get any better?
It all depends on Cam Ward. And I mean, their defense is obviously a question mark too, but if Cam Ward can actually live up to the hype, I mean, that's going to be a big boost.
Okay, I'm going to give you a little stat that's going to make any Tennessee fan chill. That's you too, Johnny Mav. Let's look at their number 1 overall draft pick history. Vince Young. Vince Young.
It's pretty good.
Stop it. Jake Locker. Okay, that's another number 1. And Marcus Mariota. So just saying.
Well, he was a number 2 pick.
Well, anyways, first round top 10 quarterback picks for the Tennessee Titans have not exactly worked out the way that they've done, but I think Cam Ward's a special player. They made him captain of the team.
If I was to say this about the Lions, you would say that was then, this is now, so.
I'm saying it's just one of those little things that you hear about that makes you go, that's interesting, isn't it? Cam Ward's going to break the streak. Let's look at it this way.
We'll see.
I'm positive for the guy.
Indianapolis, there's obviously the Jones versus Richardson quarterback matchup. How long before Richardson's back under center?
I don't know, because that's the big thing. Like they say, he's still not ready. Like if you think the amount of starts this kid's really had in the time he's played football.
Not many.
No, it's a drag. So
20 games, something like that?
Yeah, whatever the case may be. I think that GM Ballard, this has got to be a boom or bust year for him. They haven't made the playoffs since 2020. They haven't won a playoff game since 2018. Are they going to be that team like 10 years?
Well, I think since the last time they even won that division, every other team has won that division twice.
Something like that.
Which is insane.
Okay, so let's just look at it. Are they going to be that team like 6 years from now you're going, they still haven't made the playoffs?
Maybe.
I don't know. Cam Ward should be the difference.
I have said it, though, with the... are we talking Tennessee or Indianapolis? I thought we were talking Indy.
I mean, Indy. Oh, Indy's...
Them, it all starts with ownership, and that owner is a little bit of a kook, so.
In Indy?
Yeah.
No, it's the family taking over, remember? Irsay's gone.
Oh.
That's right, remember? Bless his soul. And then they get a nasty rumor that he was hitting some freaking pills again.
Yeah.
That's sad.
We'll see. Maybe that's a good thing for the team then.
The daughter's really active, and so is the son. As a matter of fact, they've been pulling a lot of the strings in the last couple of years anyway. She had some really strong statements about the team, which reminds me of our Ford girl in Detroit, so maybe we'll see a little switch in here. But this is a make or break year for India, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They were 9-8, weren't they, last year? So shouldn't they take a step ahead? I think they're going to be one of the fallback teams. They'll be fighting Tennessee for the bottom of the division.
I agree. AFC West, Kansas City, it's their division to lose. I think we're both on them to win the division.
No, I'm not.
Denver?
No.
Chargers?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm very high on the Chargers. Insanely high. Maybe it's because Super Sativa, I'm not sure, but I'm looking at that division, and I'm going to say this.
I have 3 teams from this division making the playoffs.
Oh, I was debating it. We'll get to that in a minute. My take on the matter is this. Kansas City has had a great run, okay? And then you got to have that season that you got to retool and shit. And what are they doing now? They got the rookie kid, and they got Xavier Worthy on the other side, which could make a difference. Still, they got their defense is good, but it is questionable. Chargers are on the rise. Denver's on the rise. Raiders are on the rise. So that's.
I still think the Raiders are a couple years away,
especially
I agree, in this division.
But they're going to show up for the traditional game. When Oakland plays Kansas City. Vegas plays Kansas City.
Oh, we all remember that Christmas Day game a couple years ago.
Well, there you go. So I'm saying that Kansas City's going to make the playoffs, but I'm taking San Diego, Chargers.
LA.
The Chargers anyway to win the division, which is giving me the complete if Mina Kimes, Dan Orlowski, Swagoo are all here, they tell me they're nuts because everybody's slurping on Denver, and I'm going, ooh, we'll have to wait and see.
Do you have Denver in the playoffs?
I'll wait till we get the playoff thing, okay?
Okay, because you've named all your AFC playoff teams except one.
Kind of, sort of.
No, you have named them all except one.
Have I? Who have I said?
You said Buffalo, Baltimore, Houston, Chargers division winners. And then you said Pittsburgh, KC,
okay,
wild cards.
We'll get there. I might change my mind.
Okay.
Anyways, I got it written down, but I got scratched. You see my paperwork. It's just horrible. But in any event, I think Denver's going to be a good team. However, I'm looking at it this way.
I think they're going to be great.
That's what they're saying.
I think they're going to be a contender for the division if things really go their way.
Okay, so that's what you're saying. You're still picking Kansas City to win the division?
I am.
Okay, they got a tougher schedule. I think they got the crossover game. Come on.
I think Kansas City is going to be a better team than people think. I actually think they're a little bit underrated, believe it or not. I think they're going to be a little bit back to that high-flying offense.
Oh, I think that their offense is going to go up because I think that their defense got exposed.
And I think their tackle position is a lot better than it was last year.
Oh, definitely. Oh, you mean on
KC?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I think they're going to be there. You got Patrick Mahomes. I still say he's the best player in football. You know, and he can put up numbers if he needs. He plays the way the game is supposed to be.
I think he's going to have a really good season. I think Mahomes is going to have a really good season.
And if he wins MVP, would you be surprised? No. You know what I mean? But I just say that they're going to make the playoffs, and then they're going to do some damage. That's when
KC?
That's my take on it.
That's fair.
But I think it's the rest of the teams, because that division is going to be a dogfight. They all got, like, the Chargers have done everything. Like the only
thing about the Chargers why I don't have them really contending for the division is their injuries. Rashawn Slater, Najee Harris. Harris there was that 4th of July fireworks accident.
They got Hampton. Don't worry about it. He's going to be rookie of the year.
You need 2 backs, though.
Okay, they got the other guy. I forget now.
Then Slater, how long is he going to be out for?
6 games, I believe. Oh. So that hurts. But they got, you know what it is, though? Harbaugh's got like 6 hogs in the back ready to go. He's no lineman guy. You know what I mean? So even though Slater's huge loss.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not like saying, whoa, what am I saying? But I think they're going to have competent replacements. I think that Herbert might have a breakout. Herbert have the biggest season. He's got some weapons, and now he's got a power back with the way Harbaugh likes to play football. Yeah. And isn't it turning into a power back kind of a league?
It really is.
Okay, so now add on to the fact that they've drafted a couple guys to beef up their secondary, and they were in every game last year. Like, I mean, they battled every game. I can see San Diego winning the division.
LA
winning the division. With Kansas City coming in. And I think
I have them 3rd, but still in the playoffs.
I'm saying 10 games, 11 games will win that division.
Ooh.
You heard it here first. 11 games.
Let me check the schedules, like the strength.
Oh. Yeah, check them. What's Kansas City's? Because they always
blind?
What's that?
Am I blind? I can't find them on this chart. They're 27th. They have one of the harder ones.
Who's that?
Kansas City.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're up there because of the crossover.
And then like Raiders, Denver, Chargers are like middle of the pack.
Yeah, but Kansas City's easier. Some of the tougher games are on the road. Mm. But I expect Kansas City to be there. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, but they'll be a wild card team.
Okay.
It might be their craziest way to get to the Super Bowl if they do, but I don't think they will.
And then Raiders, Amari Cooper signed there for a 1-year deal. Carroll, a good coach, but I don't think they're close.
No, but
I think it's gonna be a scrap for them to get to 500.
But Geno Smith is getting slurped on all over because he's coming with.
He's good
because they say he developed under Carroll, right? And then Carroll brought him back to the Raiders, so there's some familiarity there. I think that the thing about the Raiders is their defense is going to be insane. Like
really?
You're gonna have yeah, I think that they picked up a couple guys. Crosby leading the charge. They got a couple kids on the back end.
We're not quite on the Genty bandwagon though.
What's that? Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say that he will not win Rookie of the Year.
I'm with you there.
You know what I mean? Small running back. Remember? Gospel according to Cruz. He'll have a great season this year. How long will he last?
5 years. You're hoping?
That's what you're hoping. Guy that size, Trevor Henderson.
So do you want to name your last AFC playoff team or wait for that?
We'll wait for that. We'll wait for that.
We'll move it over to the NFC. Start with the NFC East. Eagles, obviously, it looks like it's their division to lose, although it's so tough to repeat not only as Super Bowl champ, but as NFC East champ, as we previously discussed.
100%. Now, the biggest thing about Philadelphia is I still think they've got one of the best rosters in football.
Of course.
But replacing 6 guys on defense. Remember I told
6 starters, right?
6 starters. But look at it this way, too. Remember those first 2 weeks of sloppy football? Let's hope that the defenses are ahead of the offense, and then they'll have a good chance. Because, look, what are they opening against? They're opening against Dallas.
Yep.
That's no, you know what I mean? Whatever Dallas is going to be. They got offense. You know what I mean? So that's going to be an interesting game to start the season,
sure.
as far as I'm concerned. Do I think Philadelphia is going to win the division? I've been humming and hawing about it. I just gave your buddy on the phone a whole bunch of grief. But the question is, how good is the Washington Commanders?
I have Washington winning the division.
Do you?
Yeah.
I had Washington winning the division, too, and then I switched back to Philly. I think they're both making the playoffs.
Me too.
There's no doubt in my mind that both teams are going to play because Washington has beefed up their defense. Here is the big enigma. Is he going to have a second season like Patrick Mahomes, or is he going to have a second season
Jay Daniels?
Yeah, like C.J. Stroud. I'm not blaming it all on Stroud because there was all kinds of things that went around him. So I don't ever say he had a little bit of a regression. No, he just had a little bit of a team problem. I think he's still that C.J. Stroud that could come out there and take them because I think Houston's going to go to the when we get to them. I got them going places. You know what I mean?
I think C.J. Stroud's going to be more Patrick Mahomes year 2 than C.J. Stroud.
What's that?
I think,
yes.
Jane Daniels going to be more Mahomes than C.J. Stroud year 2.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking too. So which put them up there, and they got McLaurin back in there.
Yeah, signed a 3-year deal.
Yes, which is very good for them. Their defense is solid. If you check their metrics, they're in the middle of the pack. You get better, you get worse. They're only getting better. Washington's going to be one of the most exciting teams to watch.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Dallas is going to be in a little bit tough. I have them 3rd place in the division and missing the playoffs.
You have them missing the playoffs?
Yeah.
I'll get to that. I think I have them missing the playoffs too.
Only losing Micah Parsons, right at the end of training camp like that. That's a big loss.
But the thing is, they're going to be lighting it up. They got Pickens on the other side, so they can take the relief off CD Lamb, and they got that tight end guy. You know,
they're going to be a fun offense to watch.
Yeah, but do you think they have any running game? Does Dallas have a running game? That's what I keep asking. You know what I mean? Like every time I look and they say, "Oh, Dallas this, Dallas that." Let me just take a look here. Like, who are their running backs? That Trayvon guy, whatever his name is, I don't really see them as being a team that's going to be like, they beefed up their old line, but do they have a competent running back? I don't know.
Oh, they have Williams and Sanders, I guess, right?
Yeah, and they got another kid too that's a rookie. I got him on my, I'm not going to say, I shouldn't say his name because he's asleep.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring up his name. Anyways, they got another kid that's looked good in preseason, and he could get more snaps, and people are realizing. They better realize that they've got a cowbell running back or a great 2-back system. You know what I mean? Take a little pressure off Dak Prescott. But that defense, which could never stop the run before, and they got the tackle from Green Bay in the deal. What's he, the big run stopper? Where is he going to be in the pass rush? Their secondary's been questionable, but they've had injuries, and all the guys are back. Dallas will improve. They will improve. Making the playoffs?
Yeah, it's just going to be tough. The NFC's very tough.
Oh, it is.
Very tough.
Very, very tough, which leaves the Giants.
Toughest schedule in football.
Giants?
Yeah.
Yes. And
although I think Abdul Carter is a serious defensive rookie of the year candidate.
No, he is the defensive rookie of the year. You can already smell it, eh? Did you see him, like just in the preseason, the number of snaps he got? Like they're worried about his injury. What injury? Guy looks like an animal. It looks fine to me. He's going to be fun to watch.
Oh, great.
You know, when you're watching the Giants, they got Malik Neighbors and they've got Carter. So when you're looking in, how long is Russell Wilson going to be playing in there before the kid steps out?
Jackson Dart.
That could make it interesting too. But you know what? The great thing about the division, that means Giants are going to be competitive. So when you go into freaking New Jersey to the Swamp, you better be ready because they're going to be ready. And you got a coach that's playing for his career.
Yeah.
All those factors are not going to be a pushover, but I can't see
tough schedule though. So I don't think they're going to win many games.
I can't see them getting out of the division. I mean, getting out of last place.
Yeah, like how many wins are they seriously going to get? Like 4, 5?
I think Vegas has got them at 6.5.
I'll take the under.
Okay. Okay.
NFC North, toughest schedule in all football. Of course, it's all about the Detroit Lions, or how I like to call them. How's Dan Campbell going to fuck things up this year?
Shut up. Listen, we got the toughest schedule in football?
Giants.
Oh, Giants. What do we have? I think we're top.
You guys are like third hardest?
Yes, we're right up there.
Yeah, third toughest.
Okay, that don't scare me none. We're the Detroit Lions. We still got an
I still think you guys are going to win the division.
I still think we are too. And you know what we're going to win it with? 11 games. 11 games is going to win the division. And so, bro, when you're listening, that's my brother Joe, we're going to win the division. It's going to be 11 games because Green Bay is not going to be as good as everyone says they're going to be. Maybe they're obviously with Micah Parsons, but that's going to be 3 or 4 games before that gets that realization. It's all about the Green Bay offense, and I think that what people are forgetting is how many guys were injured on our defense last year. Mm-hmm. Everybody's back.
Including who was the one who was out for like
Aiden Hutchinson.
Hutchinson, yeah.
Okay, and then we signed the other guy on the other side. We drafted a lineman. The Lions are, if you see them, like, and we've lost 6.
I think you guys will be fine.
I think we will too. Yeah. And I think that we're going to be more awesome than we've been because our defense will be there to show it to you. We got Jamar. We're going to have the breakout wide receiver of the year in Jameis Williams. Wait till you see that. He'll be the breakout. And we got that kid. Did you see that? I saw it. Another guy I shouldn't talk about. Can't talk about him either. But I mean,
great preview. So many players we can't talk about.
No, because you know why? It's all about fantasy, bro. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
And we're all going to be drafting teams from the highest offense guys, and we all got sleepers. So.
We heard, I posted a clip on social media about drafting from the teams with the best offenses.
Yeah, that's a good idea in most cases. So I'm not – and Detroit will be one of the best offenses in the league.
I agree.
You know what I mean? They're going to be a powerhouse. They're going to be good at home.
My brother was he was drafting in a league last night as we're walking from the Rogers Center over to Radica's place while we were going to my sister's. Amon-Ra St. Brown went 4th in his league.
4th overall?
I think that's nuts. I think that's a little high.
Yes, I mean, because he's going to come down a bit. Like, he's not going to get 109
no.
when they feed him because James Williams is going to get more. The rookie's going to get more. And we got
plus
Sam Laporta
and
plus the run game. He's going to have a solid season.
I think 4th overall was a little rich, though.
Insane.
Yeah.
Who went before him?
Saquon. Saquon went like 3rd. I think that's high, too.
I think it's way too high. I think he's still going to get 1,500 yards, maybe close to 2,000 combined, but he's not going to run for 2,000 a year. Nobody's ever run for 2,000 in a row. Come on. You know, and you know, he's a big, strong guy, but he ain't that big, and he's had injury history.
Sure.
I hope he'll be good for Philadelphia.
I agree.
With that O-line.
Going back to the NFC North, Packers, obviously, they got Micah Parsons from the Cowboys for 2 firsts and was it a offensive line or defensive lineman? Defensive lineman.
I think his name's Kenny Clark or something like that. King Clark or whatever. Anyways, he's a big boy, but LaFleur ain't stupid. If you gave that guy up when they need defense, they're going, hey, so what do you take away? He's a bit of a run stopper, which I won't understand, but let's see him play.
Yeah.
Let's see him play.
I think Green Bay is actually going to make the playoffs this year.
I think Green Bay's making the playoffs, too. I don't have a problem with that. Green Bay will make the playoffs. You know?
Chicago Bears, I just have one word written beside them. Meh.
Okay, I agree, too. But they're going to be competitive. Even though they're having trouble.
They're going to have like around 8 wins. Just kind of mid, though.
They're already talking about Caleb not making the step with Ben Johnson that they thought he would already.
I can't say I'm too surprised.
But they still got a Zuma or that wide receiver dude. Mm-hmm. He's pretty damn good. They got a running game. They got a defense. They'll be tough at home, but they're last in the division.
I agree.
Okay, where's Minnesota coming in then?
Minnesota, the big question mark there is J.J. McCarthy.
Okay,
your boy.
Everyone says he's not my boy anymore. Okay.
Hey, he won a national championship for Michigan.
I love him. He plays for the Vikings now, man. Come on, I got to draw the line somewhere. One of my most hated teams in the history of hating teams.
Although they do have the quarterback whisperer there in Minnesota.
Very, very much so, and he's played a very type Harbaugh NFL offense when he was in there. Made great decisions. Been a winner since high school. Great leader, and he's got weapons. The problem with Minnesota is...
I think they're just going to get lost in the shuffle.
I don't think that this season they will there too, and I think they're going to be in trouble of missing the playoffs.
I don't have them in the playoffs.
I don't have.
I have them 3rd place, and they're probably going to be like, I mean, they'll be competitive. They'll be in games.
Oh, but I think they're going to win 10, but it's not going to be enough to make playoffs.
Yeah, like we said, the NFC, it's
going to be tough.
Yeah.
My Detroit Lions, I'm all over them, all Detroit, all the time.
All right,
that's how I look at it. You know what I mean?
NFC South, I got Tampa Bay winning it again. I think they're good enough to do it in this crap division. Because, like, who else is really the contender there? Falcons, great offense, but I think they're going to be this year's Bengals in a lot of ways.
I'm not going to necessarily agree with that. I
really?
had them. I really thought for a while I had Atlanta might maybe make in the playoffs because they did some good things last year.
Careful, you picked them to win the division last year.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. And they got a better quarterback now, and they still have that defense, and they got a good coach.
I agree.
So I'm really leaning. I think that they're going to. You know what? Tampa is not going to run away with that division. First of all, and here's the thing
no one ever does.
The thing about them is the fact that how many years in a row can Tampa win a division? It's hard for anyone to win 5 in a row. What do they got, 4
I think
now?
you're underestimating how bad this division is, though.
Oh, it's just horrible.
It's junk.
I'm just saying that. So are we just writing off Carolina? Is Bryce Young going to take that advanced step? They got him a couple wide receivers.
I think they're growing a good offense there, but their defense is so bad in Carolina.
Well, they apparently beefed it up a bit. We're gonna have to
I'm
see
not
them.
buying that.
Okay, so they were 5-12 last year. Do you think they're going to improve?
I could see them winning like maybe 7 games.
Okay, so if they're going to win 7 games, what is New Orleans going to win?
Like 2.
I'm predicting.
I think they're a wooden spoon contender.
I'm thinking right now that if who's going to get the number 1 draft pick next year, I think it's going to be between New Orleans and Cleveland.
I can see that.
When you look around the league, Indianapolis is going to be a surprise back in contender again, which they shouldn't be because they just had Anthony Richardson, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be.
But the Saints, the only thing about them is they have kind of a favorable schedule, so they might get a couple more wins than we expect.
What were they last year? They won 7 games?
Yeah, something like that. Then they have the 3rd easiest schedule in the whole league.
They won 5 games. Who's their quarterback? What's his name? Striper?
I can't even remember.
Oh, come on. They're terrible. Like, you can't really respect a team that's going with a quarterback. The number 1 position in the league? Yeah, they're going with Spencer Rattler. Whatever his name. What did I say, Strider?
Strider. Well, now they have the rookie.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. I don't think they're going to throw him in there either. You know what Spencer Rattler looks like to me? A poor man's Justin Fields. Okay, just to put it into perspective.
That's not good.
No, so I expect New Orleans to come in seriously. I expect them or Cleveland to have the number 1 pick. And Cleveland will have a big jump next year.
I think Cleveland is a better contender for the number 1 pick than
New Orleans?
Yeah.
Because they're tough of visual. Yeah, I got you. You got a good point there. But I expect Carolina to be exciting.
Do you have Tampa Bay winning the division?
Yes, I do.
And no other team in there, obviously.
No.
NFC West.
Rams. Did I say the Rams?
Yeah.
Can I say the Rams?
What about Stafford's back?
What about it?
Didn't he have an epidural?
So you just get
That's not a red
loose.
flag?
No, it's Stafford. Don't pick on my boy. Be my favorite all the time. Stafford's going to come out. He's going to be flinging. Look who he's got. He's got Devontae Adams. He's got Puka Nacua. He's got...
if he plays.
Oh.
Stafford.
He's starting week 1.
How long is he going to stay in there, though? I have the Rams missing the playoffs.
Are you out of your mind? Who you got winning the division?
San Francisco. I think they bounce back. Easiest schedule in football.
Doesn't matter. They got too many holes, in my opinion.
I think Shanahan figures it out.
Oh, I do too, and I think that they're going to be a bit of a contender, so to speak. But nah, I can't.
So you have Rams winning the division?
I have the Rams winning the division.
Both LA teams
you
win
know
the
what?
division.
And here's the deal: you're forgetting. Do you know anything about that Rams defense?
What about them?
Oh, they might end up being the best defense in the league this year.
We'll see.
Oh, well, so what does Stafford got to do with one of the best offenses in the league?
If Stafford's even healthy.
Listen, stop it right now. Don't say anything about my boy Stafford. He's going
also, here's an underrated thing that no one's talking about. Devontae Adams, the whole thing with the Raiders, he went there to play with, what's his name?
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr, thank you, who he played with in college. When Jimmy Garoppolo was there, he lost his shit, and that basically led to the exit there. Who's the backup quarterback with the Rams this year?
They're going to put the other rookie
Jimmy
in.
Garoppolo.
Jimmy who? Jimmy Pornstar?
I'm just saying it's not looking like a good situation.
I think they've gotten over it already, so to speak. But they got a great running back in Karen Williams, who has been racing up the draft boards too in fantasy, from what I've been understanding. But no, the Rams. And look at who is the only team. What if that game was in normal weather? They could have beat Philly last year. Matt Stafford, first
woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Kevin Pick, if you're listening, can we get this straight one time? This is Matt Stafford, first ballot Hall of Fame Matt Stafford.
I agree with that, but he's
going to win this year because he gets 2 Super Bowls to prove to the world that McVay is a great coach and he's a great freaking
No, Rams
guy.
are missing the playoffs.
You're out of your mind. Bet a beer on that?
Sure.
Okay.
Shake on it.
We're on that. Rams missing the playoffs.
San Fran best schedule.
You
They got
didn't smoke
Salah
before
back.
the game. The show I did. Stop it. Get out of here. How can you say San Francisco? They lost 2 or 3 guys on their D. The easy schedule part is great. But look, how easy is their schedule really, okay?
It's a lot easier than if you look at the how the curve goes.
Okay, so let's look at it this way. They start at Seattle. They could lose that game right off
Okay,
the
well,
hop.
they're division game. We know that.
Okay, at New Orleans. New Orleans is good at home, but they should win that game. Then they got Arizona at home. Division game. Could go either way. Arizona's going to be better. Then they got Jacksonville at home. They should win that. At the Rams, I don't think so. At Tampa Bay, I don't think so. Then they got Atlanta. Then they're at Houston. Then they got the Rams again. Oh, and who else have they got? They got Chicago coming. No, their end of their schedule is pretty easy.
This sounds like a pretty favorable schedule to me.
Nah, they might. Okay, if they get 10 wins, I wouldn't be surprised. But they're not winning the division.
I think they're going to have 12 wins.
So what are you saying about Seattle then?
I think they make the playoffs.
Seattle, I've got Seattle making the playoffs.
I think Seattle's in the playoffs.
But I don't have San Francisco in the playoffs.
That's your problem.
Okay, well, we're going to see. Because I almost had Seattle falling down.
No, I like Seattle's defense.
I like
the big question is Darnold.
Sam Darnold, yeah. So that's what I going there. As a matter of fact, I was switching.
I think he'd be good enough in Seattle. Geno Smith was good enough there. So.
There you go. But there's yeah.
I don't think he's gonna have as gaudy numbers as he did with Minnesota, but I think he's gonna be the right guy.
Oh no, he's learned the game. I will admit that. I had a lot of trouble going between San Francisco and Seattle, but my sleeper in this is Arizona. I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs, but they've done their defense was solid, yes, and they got some good offense, and Kyler Murray can still play the game.
I don't trust him, and they also have a very, very tough schedule.
I know that they do, but here's the thing about Kyler Murray. You know, a guy his size, that high, has never gone to the Super Bowl unless you're Drew Brees.
Really?
Yeah. How tall is Kyler Murray as tall as Drew Brees? I heard that stat, and I went, wow, that's kind of.
He ain't Drew Brees, though.
What?
He ain't
He's not Drew Brees, but he's pretty damn good, and he's getting around, and he's got a couple wide receivers.
Can he stay off Call of Duty, though?
Well, I guess he's going to have to, so to speak. I don't know. In any event.
That offense I don't completely trust. I mean, I like James Conner.
I think Conner's going to have a fallback season. I think the rookie running back they got is going to be much better.
Marvin Harrison, I think he's just going to be okay. I don't think he's going to take
he's second year from Ohio State, second year wide receivers. He's going up the draft boards.
Yeah.
You know, it's not, you know what I mean? I think that they're going to be just fine. I think they're going to be the surprise team of the league.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I
think they'll be fine. Like if they'll probably have like 9-10 wins, but I don't know if that's going to be enough to make the playoffs.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close. It really is. I like the Cardinals offense. I do. And they got some they drafted some O-line guys too, you know what I mean? So I think that they're going to be better. We're going to have to see. But I think Marvin Harrison's going to be another guy of the breakout season. We're going to be talking about.
I'm not buying that.
They're going to be talking about. They already are. But Malik Neighbors and Marvin Harrison, they're going to be talking about them just below the elites in the league at the end of this season.
Whoa, that's a hot take.
I'm gonna. You're hearing it here first. 100%. Kyler Murray can throw the ball. The problem is if he gets hurt, who's got to back him up?
Yeah, well, I mean, we talked about that last year. Like, that's like a problem for 25 of the teams in the NFL.
That's why you sign a good backup just in case. So, and Jimmy Garoppolo has been one of those guys that's been pretty good in the backup position.
Sure.
Started a Super Bowl.
He did.
There you go.
So, they lost, but
okay. But so I can't believe you don't have the Rams. You don't give them any respect at all. The defense alone.
It's a tough division, tough conference.
Okay. See, San Fran's lost some pieces on offense, but we know they just brought in Brian Robinson just because they
I think he's going to be used primarily they're going to give him the bulk of the work, and then McCaffrey, I think they're going to put him in the red zone. Yeah,
definitely, and they won't let McCaffrey he won't get his goal line unless he catches it. But if they're on a goal line, they're going to give it to Robinson.
You think so?
Yeah. Why would they give it to him? They're banging up there. You're 2 yards in. You got to bag. Robinson's a big boy.
Give him his touchdowns though.
What?
Give him his touchdowns.
Who?
CMC.
It's a team game. Who cares?
Get that.
Who cares to score the touchdowns? Because your fantasy people might get pissed. Fuck you. That's how the game's going to work. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's the same thing for all the guys that took Montgomery last year because they thought he was going to get all the goal line stands, and Jameis Williamson took Jamar Gibbs took over. So
Sonic and Knuckles.
There you go. So that's you got to look like that in San Francisco. Suddenly Robinson, he's a good back.
Oh, I agree.
And Washington only gave him up because they knew they had their own backfield guys already, and it saved them on the cap too in the long run because that's something to be talked about. But the bottom line is that division I think is going to be a lot tougher
It is a tough division.
So when you got to go into their house and they know they're going to win those games, I don't care if you're Detroit or Cleveland, going into any of those 4 stadiums in the West because they know they got to win. It's going to be a lot of fun watching. Those 4 o'clock games are going to be fun.
Yes, sir.
I mean, that's what's a good thing about it.
So playoffs, I mean, we named off most of the teams we thought were going to make it. You still owe me an AFC wild card. So just to recap, AFC East, we both have Buffalo. AFC North, we both have Baltimore.
Yeah.
The South, we both have Houston. In the West, I have Kansas City. You have the Chargers.
Yeah.
For wild cards, I have the Chargers. You have KC. I have Denver and New England, and you have Pittsburgh. So you owe me one.
So I got Kansas City, Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
This is what I've been just racking my brains over, and I go AFC West, AFC West, AFC West, AFC West, and then I go, can Jacksonville sneak in? Oh no,
Cincinnati.
I'm going to take Cincinnati to come in. One division is going to have 3 teams, and I flipped the coin.
So AFC North.
Yep, AFC North will have it. Even though if Denver gets to the AFC Championship game, I'm going to look like I don't know what I'm talking about. I just think that they're going to fall
That's
back.
very possible.
That's very possible. You know what I mean? They're a good team. That NFC, they talk about the AFC North and the NFC North as being the 2 toughest divisions of football. Then I go to that AFC West. You know what I mean? Because it's
both West divisions are
yeah,
pretty
but
tough.
I think the other AFC is stronger because they're winning pedigree in the last year, where those other teams have been banged up and losing. They got to rise back up to show that they're that good. But I think that AFC West could be the dogfight of the year. And what if Oakland starts winning? I mean, Vegas starts winning.
Yeah,
a couple
I mean,
games.
I still think they're like at least another year away, but
Another
I think there's
year
going to be
away
positive.
from another year away.
I think we're going to see positive steps with the Raiders.
You know why?
Pete Carroll
And Tom Brady. Tom Brady, I've never seen a guy, which I'm glad he's got to do it, and happy birthday to his 18-year-old son who just looks exactly like him. But Brady's walking that fine line from keeping his nose in what the Raiders are doing and keeping his job on Fox. Because they relaxed some restrictions, didn't they, from pre-production?
I'm not sure.
They were talking about it anyway. I don't think it's going to happen. You know what I mean? Because you can't let the guy in the production room, especially after Tony Romo did his little thing last year saying something that was not supposed to be said when you're in a production meeting. But that's Tony Romo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
NFC, we both have, I have Washington winning the East. You have Philly winning the East. We both have Detroit winning the North. We both have Tampa winning the South. I'm on San Fran to win the West. You're on the Rams to win the West. We both have Green Bay in the wild card. I have Philly in a wild card. You have Washington, and we both have Seattle in a wild card.
That's what we got.
All right,
that's what we got.
For the juicy stuff, some awards. We're just going to do MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Rookie, and Defensive Rookie. MVP, I'm going to say, is Patrick Mahomes.
Wow. I'm not going to say no to that, okay? But my MVP... I don't even want to look at it. My MVP of the league, I'm going to have to say, is going to be my MVP for the league, and he's not going to repeat. I wish it was just easy enough to say Josh Allen, but I think the MVP of the league just might be Jaden Daniels.
Oh, okay. Interesting pick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just glad you didn't go with Jared Goff like you did last year.
I almost did it.
Defensive Player of the Year, I'm going to choose the player I chose last year, TJ Watt. I think he gets it this year.
I say Hunter on Houston.
Hunter on Houston?
Yeah, Hunter on Houston. It's going to be him or Will Anderson, but I think it's going to be Hunter.
Okay.
It's going to be Defensive Player of the Year.
Offensive Rookie of the Year, I got Hampton.
I got Hampton, too. And Defensive Player of the Year, I got Carter.
Yeah, I'm on Carter, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What about Offensive Player of the Year? I think it could be a surprise and be Hampton.
Really?
Yeah. On that, he could suddenly explode. A lot of rookies in the history of the game.
True.
Running backs have come in the league and run the fuck over the league. You see the guy? Have you seen the guy? And you've seen his old line. The Slater thing is the question. I will go about that. But my take on the matter is this guy's going to be a beast. You know?
It could be another quarterback. Like it could be like a guy like Lamar or something.
Because it's it's been the last few years. It's quarterback gets MVP, offensive player of the year is usually somebody
true.
do something. So I'm also saying it could be Jamar Chase.
Oh, good call.
Jamar Chase could do it because I think he's good for another one of those
crazy
easy seasons. I was going to say,
or even Joe Burrow. You know what? I'm going to say Joe Burrow, offensive player of the year.
Okay, that's another one. Yeah. Okay, we'll take one of the two. I'll agree with that. Only on the case because they're going to score 1 million points, but they might not do anything else. You know what I mean? And Joe Burrow had an MVP season last year when you look at it.
Oh, exactly.
You know what I mean? It's just whether or not that defense could be particularly whatever. So, are we going to talk about the first week games that interest us, or are we going to wait till next week?
Well, we can do our picks next show, but I mean, if you want to talk about week 1, we can do it.
Well, definitely, I think the biggest thing we're going to see is that how close the Dallas-Philadelphia game is going to be on Thursday night, and then the whole world's going to be shocked when Super Bowl losers usually lose the first game of the year many times, and San Diego beats LA beats Kansas City and Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Sao Paulo.
One of the most dangerous places I've ever been to in my life.
Yeah, I don't have much interest in going to Brazil.
I've been there. A lot of things they say about it were true. But in any event, as we're looking at the first week of the schedule, I think there's some great games. We got Green Bay, Detroit in Green Bay right off the hop. Okay?
4 o'clock.
You got it. And then here's a harbinger for what we were talking about in the NFC South. We got Tampa Bay at Atlanta. You know how huge that game is for game 1 of the year? Because if Atlanta makes a run for the division, I mean, like have a division. And I think it's really cool they did that because if you go down the league, basically, look at the first 3 games. Cincinnati at Cleveland. Cincinnati don't win that game. Come on. They're in big trouble, all right? The shittiest game of the week is going to be Miami at Indianapolis.
Yeah, probably.
So that means that your boys in New England, so they don't burst the bubble right off, have to beat the Raiders at home. With Spencer, who's the quarterback there? Oh, Geno Smith should be an interesting game. Arizona at New Orleans, 1-0 Arizona, I already there. Pittsburgh at the Jets. Justin Fields playing against his
Aaron Rodgers, the return game to New Jersey.
Aaron Rodgers' return. That's going to just have storyline all around it. Giants at Washington, we know what's going to happen there. Carolina and Jacksonville.
That's going to be another brutal game.
Probably, but it's going to be interesting because the spotlight's going to be on the 2 quarterbacks and the Travis Hunter begin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got Tennessee at Denver. That should be a Denver kick.
Should be.
San Fran at Seattle to start the season, and we're both saying who's going to win the division and who's going to do what. Woo! Here we go.
That's going to be a good game.
I already said Detroit and Green Bay. Houston at the Rams. That's a potential Super Bowl.
Nah, I'm not buying that.
I'm saying potential. Wait,
I'm saying no potential for that.
I'm saying that there's potential. I can't wait to go back to the first show and somehow, no, Detroit Lions are going to Super Bowl. Don't say anything else. Baltimore at Buffalo Sunday night. What a game.
In Buffalo.
So we'll make our picks next week, but just say the games that you're circling the most. I'm saying Buffalo, definitely Baltimore and Buffalo, Detroit and Green Bay, Houston and the Rams. 3 of the biggest games of the week in my opinion.
Monday Night Football, Minnesota at Chicago.
Which is going to be mediocre after season's done, after the first week of the season, because we'll have a little bit of football hangover because we'll watch every down, and then we'll come out and both teams will be shit because the quarterbacks don't have their acts together yet, and it's early in the season. It'll be a 13-9 game, and we'll all be sleeping by halftime. Oh, did I tell you that they're from the NFC North and I hate them both? You know
we know.
There you go. I mean, I've never really hated Chicago because they were like us for many years, but I hate Minnesota. Sorry, son, I miss you every day, but that's bad
I hate on Minnesota. They've never even won a Super Bowl.
Listen, when I started watching football when I was a little boy, I told you about what they used to do at Tiger Stadium, right? Before they opened the
people eaters.
The purple people eaters. They never took their helmets off.
Yeah,
because the left field you could hit you with a battery. Some games they closed off the left field stands.
Jesus.
Just like, especially with a team like Minnesota or Chicago, no fans in left field. If someone out there can correct me historically, I remember it being on the news. Tiger Stadium sold out today, but there'll be nobody sitting in left field. And you'd see the guys, Alan Page, Carl Eller, Jeff Simeon, all sitting on the bench with their. When do you see guys in sidelines with their helmets on?
Never.
Okay, these guys are all on the bench sitting there with their helmets on, and those big cover shit
Yeah,
they used
yeah.
to wear that looked like, you know, the cape from Batman, that kind of shit. But, no, I have a bit. And you know what they did? I think the record for a team beating one team in a row is Minnesota beating Detroit. The all-time
Yes.
record for somebody kicking the
Okay,
shit.
true.
So, no. Minnesota Vikings, and I love purple. Every time I see them, I go, would you fuck up this color, you Viking fucks? You know what I mean? I think they're going to be an interesting team. When you look around the league before we go and we close the show down, though, because we're going to have a lot of talk about this at Fantasy, and you're going to hear the same talk, too. Seriously, like, what do you like? There's the other contenders. What do you think is going to be that surprise team? Every year, a team comes out of nowhere. Washington last year, Houston 2 years before.
Yeah.
What's that team that's going to just go, whoa, where did they come from? You know, because you can't really say Denver because
No.
Denver's already looked like they could do something, so you're okay. Could it be Jacksonville?
I'm gonna say Seattle.
Well, Seattle, did they make the playoffs last year,
No.
didn't they?
They missed.
Seattle could be the sleeper team. I'm thinking Arizona. There's going to be some team from the West. I think they could rise up. New England is the
No, I guess New England.
sexy
Yeah,
pick.
you know what? I'll say New England.
They're your boys. They're the sexy
Yeah, I guess I
pick.
did have them making it too.
And I
so.
can't wait to see Vrabel on the sidelines again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
You know what? One of the things I heard about Vrabel is they always say he's a touchy-feely guy. Like, how you doing? And he gives you a grab and a hug. McAfee outed him a bit. Because you know when he does that to all his players, right? He's saying how soft you are.
What do you mean?
If you've been working out, he grabs you and gives you a hug to see how you are. And he's moving your body. Oh, this guy could use a little bit more shape. Oh, this guy's ready.
Like he says it to the guy?
No, but they said over the years, the guys are starting to say, this is kind of his MO, which isn't a bad thing because he's greeting you, he's hugging you, he's loving you. He's just examining whether or not your physicality is the type that he wants to deal with.
I kind of like that.
Oh, how can you not love that? That's one thing about the guy. And the only reason he left Tennessee is because they're bringing the new crew, and it just head-butted. That's all. He's a good coach. He's got a bit of a track record. So we're going to have to wait and see. And you know what? He's got a quarterback.
Agreed.
When he was in
Drake May's a
Tennessee-
real one.
Yeah, and he never really had a great quarterback in his whole time in Tennessee. Who did he have? Do you have Jacob?
Tannehill.
What?
Tannehill.
Oh, yeah, that was... Yeah, well, they made a playoff game. Didn't they win a playoff game,
They
too?
made it to the AFC Championship.
Yeah, that 1 year. So with a better team, New England's on the rise, so to speak. I'm just saying, because I got to say this honestly, I can't believe that the split on my beloved Detroit Lions is the way it is. You hear him talk to pundits on with Detroit's going to be fine. How far is Detroit going to fall?
I think
That's
people are
all I
just
hear.
manufacturing hot takes.
Exactly. Before you need something to talk about before the season starts, right?
there you
That's
go.
one of them. You know what I mean? And we're going to have the ongoing saga of the Dallas Cowboys, which if the
Always.
Dallas Cowboys fall flat on their face, would it really piss you off?
I'm not going to cry.
No, but I will say this, though, that documentary on Dallas, I think I mentioned last
I
week.
hear that's a sanitized documentary, though.
In what way?
People are saying that. I haven't seen it.
When I see Troy Aikman talk, and I hear Emmett Smith talk, and I hear Michael Irwin talk, when I hear Charles Haley talk, I didn't hear nothing sanitized about what those mofos are saying.
Didn't the Cowboys have final cut on it, basically? Like they chose what's in there, what's not in there?
If the guy's being straight up honest the whole time you're talking to him, how can you edit that?
You just but you don't have to have any.
You
You,
know-
don't have to keep everything they kept in there.
Oh, but then I guess they edited Aikman because Aikman was like Aikman. You know what I mean? He just basically said, Aikman said it for years. If Jerry had kept his hands off things, we could have won 5 Super Bowls. You know what I mean? And Aikman's one of the smartest guys in football. And the way that you just watch the Aikman part, and then you got...
I'll watch it.
You know, and I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I was riveted because one thing that came out of the whole thing, which everybody knows, is Jerry, that's what they call... And you'll love the music in the background.
Okay.
The music is very well done. But when you look at the history of it... Jerry Jones is a winner when it comes to money. And that's the ongoing story. I think he might have made a mistake here. Or did he make another Herschel Walker move? That's the question that's going to be said. I think it's in a point, too, where one of the things we've got to realize is that we talk about the greatest coaches of all time. Okay? I'm thinking that McVay is obviously got some credentials with a Super Bowl win, and he's 2 Super Bowl appearances. Well, Harbaugh made an appearance and a couple other coaches, and you get there. But to get to those greatest of coaches of all time, he's got to do a little bit more. I think he's got another Super Bowl in him, and this could be the team.
All right. Anything else you want to add for football?
Nah, we're pretty well done. Anyone else wants to come and make sure you subscribe. I'll get there now because I know a lot of people are going to be listening because we're chirping about football.
Anything, or I guess no trivia this week. So what is the event this week that you're looking forward to the most?
What am I looking forward to the most? What was I going to say? I'm kind of looking forward to, I hate both teams, but I'm really looking forward to the Texas Ohio State opening season college game. I think it's going to be huge. I'm going to be watching Chapo in it very soon. That's what I'm looking forward to. But I'm really looking forward to Thursday night, bro.
Yes, that's me too.
Thursday night. What else are we waiting for? Nothing else. You know what it is? What, 5 more sleeps?
Yeah. 5
more sleeps. And then you know what next Sunday's like? We're talking about it. We'll be doing Christmas Eve next Saturday's show.
Basically.
Because first Sunday, Santa Claus is here. Delivered us football and the Detroit Lions. I can't wait. Everybody in my neighborhood that's been listening, I can't remember everybody's name either. But you guys we've already been talking about the street, what's going to be happening in football. So let me know what your takes are. You can stop me on the street, and I'm going to say, hey, Stanley, help me out with these picks, okay?
All right. Anything else you want to add?
Happy birthday to your sister.
Oh, thank you.
I hope she has an amazing day. You know what I mean? Did you tell your mom I ordered my Marner shirt yet?
No, that's
gotta tell your
mind.
mom. Okay,
you could tell her,
Mrs. Milani. I'm ordering my Marner jersey, and I'm buying an away one. So when I go to the game, I'll even be more of a.
Well, it's better than the gaudy white one.
What's that?
Or better than the gaudy gold one.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy the white one. They're on the road jersey. So when I go to the game, I'll just be the instigator that I've known to be at times. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get 2 because Zach, if you're listening, I want me and my son to go together. Because he's a bit of a character too. That'd be 2 Cruzes in Mariner jerseys. Maybe I'll get him the home one, and when we're home and away.
Oh my God, you're ridiculous.
I can't help. You see, okay, we're gonna end the show on this because we didn't talk about hockey. So we're gonna leave it at this. Did you see the Mariner interview?
The TSN one?
Yes.
I saw part of it.
How do you feel now?
Doesn't really change how I feel.
Okay, I'm gonna say this about my wife. She's gone. We've now had, I'm out there the Marner guy. You know that. So when I see Leaf fans, I start saying shit. Gail, who is no hockey impresario, so to speak, just said a couple days ago because someone else ripped on it that was on the deck, and 2 Leaf fans were there, and they just destroyed Marner. And she said to me after they left, she goes, why does everyone hate this guy? It's about the 6th, 7th discussion we've had in the last 2 months about Martin that I instigate.
Yeah.
The hate for the guy in this city is unparalleled.
I agree.
Like, what did he do to the city because they didn't win?
Well, and a lot of things are, let's not forget about Papa, but we can't get into that.
That's part of the reason. That's turned out to be part of the reason, which is an unfortunate part about the situation. And when you hear about all that other stuff, some Toronto Maple Leaf fans should be ashamed of themselves. That's how I look at it.
Those aren't fans that did that.
Idiots.
Yeah.
That's what let's get that straight, because I think that you guys have a great fan base. You really do. It gets a little overblown, but I'm a Hab guy, so what am I going to say? You know what I mean? But any event, I don't know what anyone's opinion of Marner is. Go listen to the interview and then decide for yourself, because I don't judge, and I really like the guy. You know that. For 2 years, I've been freaking on the guy's bandwagon, and it's unfortunate that sports sometimes takes you down a street you don't want to go.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Anything else you want to bring to the table?
That's about it.
Before we go, everybody, please have an amazing Labor Day weekend, but be safe.
Of course.
I've already seen some shit in my neighborhood that's happened that I cannot believe, called moving cars. So everybody out there, be safe. You want to get to work on Monday, and we all want to get to Thursday night because we
get to work on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, Tuesday.
Monday's the holiday.
I don't work.
I'm Andrew Milani.
Hi, my name is Cruz.
And what do we do? We keep the vibe alive. Do you have a question? We'll answer it on the air. Send it to thehousethathappens@gmail.com. You can find us on Podbean, Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music, iHeart Radio, Player FM, Podchaser, Boomplay, and SoundCloud. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at The House That Happens, and on X at House Happens.